Well, you guys ready?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Ready, dope.
All right, let's do it.
This is the 50,000-watt voice of the numbers guys in the Motor City.
And now, live from Studio 8B, it's time to BS with the guys.
What is going on, Numbers Nation? Our digits, our digits. Is that better?
Suffragettes.
That's
New York
David
Jets.
Bowie, possibly. Yes, we are the Numbers Guys. I'm JT, and this show is BS. God damn it, Tones. You know what that means? It's beer and sports, you know?
I think that's what it stands for. Yeah.
That's what it stands for.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, hey, listen, if you are joining us live on YouTube, man, is it good to be with you tonight on a nice Thursday. A little bit of briskness in the air here in eastern, southern Michigan, southeast Michigan. I think that's the way you're supposed to say that. Eastern, southern Michigan.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you are joining us live, please feel free. Be our guest to hop in the chat.
Hops.
Can you restart this thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this over again.
flawless in
We'll do
here.
this over. Can we get a do over? All right.
We're freaking live, dude.
Oh shit!
And if you're maybe you're watching us in syndication on ESPN or you're watching the replay on YouTube, it's also great to be with you there as well. And of course, we would love it. We would love it. You'd make Rich's day if you liked and subscribed to this video/channel. Yeah.
Pound
with
it?
me. Pound it. Smash that like button. Pound it.
Noggin.
See ya.
Oh jeez.
You know you have kids at home if you know what that means. With me for the entire hour. We have a great show, but for the entire hour tonight,
For the hour.
Yeah, well,
guess who's here this week? You believe
Dale.
it?
Tones is back in town.
Tones is back
yeah.
in town.
Dale was here.
That'd be weird. Does it say Dale on the screen?
I
don't
thought he was here.
know. Oh no,
didn't
they
look
a lot
over.
alike. What's
I
going
had
on,
a
Tones?
tweak in my neck
Super
and I-
Gates, Red Wings back in action tonight. I think we're going to make the playoffs this year. First time in a few. I was a hockey fan first growing up, so I've been missing my Wings playing legitimate hockey late in the season, and I think we're finally going to get back there. So
Finally, yeah.
How many years?
I think since 16.
16.
So I only knew the Wings being good growing up. So this is it's been a rough few years. So
Hey, how was your hockey draft?
awesome.
Yeah.
How many
You
Red
had a good
Wings
team?
do you have on that roster?
Yeah, we have no.
I got the new one, the
The
Break It. We got some Raymond and Huso, the goalie. So
Just three?
three wings. Yeah.
That was way
Yeah,
under.
we were under on that.
I was,
You're
I
under?
was at
What was
5.
it?
I think we had
5?
5. Yeah, it was 5. Was
Okay.
kind of the
5
number.
would be reaching, but that's okay.
All right. D-Dub.
Hey,
Normally I like your shirt. Tonight it's just sort of nondescript.
this is trefoil. Trefoil? That's
Trefoil.
the old school
Sounds
symbol.
like something like a spice you put
Oh,
on
see, I
food.
didn't see that. I, was,
Yeah.
I like your shirt. Never mind.
Like
Take it
that?
back. I like your shirt. Yeah.
I've been missing the wings too.
Have you?
Detroit Wing Company,
Yeah.
Buffalo
yeah.
Wild Wings,
All good.
Yeah,
wings.
we've been missing
Wing
wings.
Stop.
Yeah. Tonight we should have done that tonight.
For the Red Wings. We should have
Yeah.
wings.
Yeah, we should have
Round
wings
2
tonight.
starts in February. That's what I say.
It's hard with all the football. You know, we have a lot
Yeah.
to talk about.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend too much time scarfing down wings.
No.
I enjoy
Yeah.
wings.
Well,
Well, I do too. I mean, they make a nice accompaniment to beer.
sure.
Always.
But you're doing good, pal? Everything good?
I can't complain.
Haven't talked to you
It's
much.
a busy time of the year for Rich and I. Slinging taxes.
No, it's true. October
Got a
people that
deadline
didn't
coming
file.
up
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Got a nice little break though. It goes done Monday.
Yeah. So,
Can't complain too much.
All right.
yeah, just trying to grind away.
That's all you can
Grind.
do. That's all
And
you can
focus
do.
on more betting.
Yes.
Yeah. Richie, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing great. Jim?
Yeah. Anything new in your life over the last 7 days?
A couple things. I took my brother to the Lions game this weekend. It was crazy loud.
Okay.
Just a great environment. I can't wait for you guys to get down there for Monday night. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to that game. Next home game, and I think I'm adopting another dog tomorrow.
Really?
Oh, what kind?
All lined
It's
up.
a mini Bernedoodle.
Sure.
You have to explain that one to me.
That's
So it's 75% toy poodle and 25% like Bernadette's mountain dog. So those things are really big, but then the toy poodle is real small.
so
So
the
you end up with like
75%.
Can you imagine that mating session?
yeah.
That sounds like a blown colon or something.
Bernice Mountain Dog is a big
That's a big doggy.
Yeah.
That's a real big dog.
So the thing
My.
comes out at like 25, 50 pounds, I guess, is what the average are. So he's going to be 5 months old, and I think I'm going to call him Mac for Bernie Mac.
oh, that's cool.
I'm pretty mad.
I like that. Who doesn't like Bernie Mac?
Who doesn't like Bernie
That's a
Mac?
good point. I didn't see that coming. No, I didn't.
Pop, he said.
Is
I
that
never
left
known
field?
Rich to be a big Bernie Mac fan, but
Why not?
Deb's Bebe's
I like,
kid.
How you know?
I like wordplay, you know?
We don't die, we multiply. Yeah. Well, folks at home, you may know this, maybe you don't, but we are the only show that I'm aware of. I mean, do you guys know of another show where 4 friends get together on Thursdays, drink a little bit of beer, talk about sports? We BS a little, right? A little bit of BS. We actually got
Yeah.
plenty of BS.
You ever watch the First Amendment Riders?
I don't know what that is.
That's a podcast. 4 friends talking about gambling and beer and
Oh,
guns.
shit.
A lot of gun talk.
No,
They-
we don't talk
Did
about
they steal
guns
our
too
ideas?
often.
Or what?
They've
Yeah.
been on for 6 years.
Okay.
good
We
for
didn't
them.
steal
God
their
bless them.
ideas then. So.
They say 7 shows is the average. We're well beyond that. This is like show number 21, by the way. Maybe 22.
3 times
21 or
average.
22.
How's
we
Real
did
Sir
there.
Lawrence podcast doing?
Yeah. What is that called
I don't
again?
think it's gone off the ground yet.
It takes a lot of planning.
I'll talk a no action
No
podcast.
action.
That should be the name of their podcast.
Jeez.
I'll talk, no action.
Yeah.
That's
I
it.
bet
That's
when they
it.
start, they might have more than 76 subscribers.
Well, you can't.
Who wants to be 77 out there?
Come on,
Tell
somebody.
your friends.
I'm sure there's a lot of people watching that aren't subscribed right
you
now.
can't blast that out to all the people you sold houses to.
That's true.
You could.
All right, let me tell you guys at home what we're going to do tonight. Let me tell the guys in the studio. They don't even know. I keep this as a big secret. You guys can open those envelopes now. So we're going to do a little trivia. There's no envelopes. They're actually they're
was a
looking around here
surprise?
for
I thought
envelopes.
you bought me a
No.
something.
It was
Super
like-
excited for a second.
An Academy Award. Would you have to open the envelope to see who wins? They keep. Never mind. Anyway, we're going to do some trivia tonight. Of course, we need to determine who is going to buy the beer next week. This week it was my turn because everybody got that question right because my Dexter Manley illiteracy. I messed that all up. That was my bad. We're going to talk about last week's pick. Somebody at this table, not me, and not Daryl, and not Rich, had a really good week last night.
Dale?
The 5-and-1 tool.
And that's
Dale.
Dale.
Shout out to Dale. Thanks for coming
Dale.
last week, Dale. We appreciate it.
Shout out.
We're going to do the whole NFL in something like 30 minutes or so. We're probably going to try to blow through that.
Bye
tonight.
weeks
There's a bye week this week.
There,
Yeah. Yeah. Bye weeks
for
this week.
Stillers.
Stillers are on a bye.
You got that right.
Correct. That is correct. We're going to go over our top picks. And speaking of top picks, does anybody here have something on the Broncos Chiefs as a top pick? That's going off tonight, I think at 8:25 or 8:15.
Yeah, I got one of
Yeah,
my
what you got?
bets. I got the Chiefs minus 11.5. Parlayed with Kelsey to score a TD and Mahomes 2 or more passing TDs. That's a plus 188. I think this game will not be close at all. Chiefs will take care of business, score at least 4 TDs, and Kelsey's going to get at least one of those.
Could you parlay that with the number of times Taylor Swift is shown in the press
Oh
box?
my God! Can you imagine?
I was going to add her to Flash, and that was plus 20,000 if she flashed us on TV. So, but I
So
don't think
That
it's
ain't happening.
I did hear there's some windy conditions out there. Does that affect your picking at all?
Oh.
It does mine. I got single game parlay, and it involves the under. Under, I bumped it up to 50.5.
Okay.
Because, it is a single game parlay, so you might as well make it what you want it to be.
SJP.
I got Pacheco making a touchdown. He'll make one of those.
He'll make one of those?
And
He'll catch
Kelsey will
one.
make one of those, too.
And he'll run one in.
Oh,
And
Kelsey's
then
gonna go?
also Pacheco getting 50 yards rushing. I think that's
Jumbo
I think it's
parlay.
going to
What are
be
the odds on this? You got a lot of action there.
we're going to call it plus 670. I got it at plus 1,005.
Plus 670 tonight.
Yeah.
Wow.
You
So
got
this
a
could
unit
be
on
a
that?
maker. I got 6 units on that.
This is make or break.
That's a real good idea.
So we're going to see who's
Yeah.
in the lead next week.
All right. I don't know if you can even catch up on that. Could you? Yeah.
I could.
That's like betting your whole bank.
36 units.
It's like betting all
Yeah.
your money on Final Jeopardy.
That's
Like everything.
It's so 3 people that have
While
never
in
been
the
in my
lead.
kitchen, and also it's plus 670, but there is a boost out there available to all you FanDuelers.
Yes.
So
Boost.
yeah, I got it boosted to 1,005.
Holy shit.
But for
Big
our
time.
purposes, plus 670. If you got it there, get it. 50% profit boost used.
Any insurance on that?
No, you can't double dip, Rich.
Okay.
No.
You can't double
Not
dip.
going to be able to do that, I don't think.
But
Actually, in Final Jeopardy, you wouldn't be allowed to bet.
I like
Only JT would be able to.
that under tonight, under 46.5, and I like KC too, but I think I only have the single game parlay for our
I mean,
purposes here.
you got to think Chiefs 44-0 or something. 44-2 maybe.
30
Broncos are not a very good football team.
This game will be over midway through the second quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about betting it, but
The Brincos.
yeah, I took the Chiefs just for fun, not as a pick.
Not
But
as a top
you got to take care of that. You got to get the DK 50% boost in there. So
Sure. And also, if you're local here in Metro Detroit, you got the Red Wings going. I know Tones has a Red Wings as one of your top
I
picks.
have to. I'm
Yeah.
a slappy. I'm not saying go bet this, but
You got Wingstop, or do you have?
the Detroit Red Wings. Yeah.
Okay.
At New Jersey, they open the season 7:30. I got the Wings to win outright and over 5.5. I parlayed that. Nice plus 340 if that comes through.
Wow.
I'll take that.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Tones did well last week. Get on those picks, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ride the hot train.
And also in the
Choo-choo.
chat here. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I totally missed that. That was a great opportunity to drop one of those in there. Realtor Lauren says we will, which I think is she's referring to getting the podcast.
The
off ground.
podcast.
I'll talk.
Yeah.
No action.
Well, we'll let her come up with the name of her own podcast.
that's it.
That's a working title right now.
Well,
How about that?
that's our nearest competitor, the podcast that hasn't launched yet.
It's true.
Not off
they,
the
they may
floor.
be beating us in the Nielsen ratings. I don't know. We get to have fun. All right. So, what else did I do? You know, what we got to start off with.
What's that?
We do,
I know.
we do it most of
Trivia?
the time.
Trivia?
No, we don't start off with trivia. Have we ever started off with trivia?
I thought so.
No. No, Rich says
Chi-Chi's?
he says he knows. What is it, Rich?
Chi-Chi's?
That would be libation exploration.
100% right.
Tasty beers or fine bourbons for our face holes to try. It's libation exploration with the numbers guys.
And we're back in Studio 8B for your libating pleasure. Is that
I
a
don't like
word?
that.
I don't think that's a word.
I don't like that at all.
So
I'm a fan.
it was my turn to buy the beer. I went out and I purchased, it's that time of year, I went out and purchased a Founders Oktoberfest from Founders Brewing Company in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And, excuse me, D-Dub last week was kind enough to bring in a beer. We didn't get to it, though, right? Because I can't remember what happened last week. Did you?
You brought it too, didn't you?
A lot going on.
Yeah, it was a lot going on. But it's also an Oktoberfest. It's a Three Floyds Oktoberfest style lager.
Muster.
Awesome,
Musterfest.
awesome graphics. I
Yeah,
can see.
Munsterfest.
Munsterfest.
That's pretty cool. Is that?
That's scary.
That looks like Godzilla and somebody else.
Looks like a cool Pikachu card or something.
Yeah.
It is pretty cool. Which one do you guys want to start with? I already poured the Founders over here. Do you want to start with that?
Let's go with Founders.
Okay, so let me pull up the website right quick. Here it is, Oktoberfest from Founders Brewing Company. It's a German-style Marzen, ABV 6.0, low IBUs at only 20, of course. It's 190 calories for those of you that are counting. That's a lot of calories in a little can. So it says, blink and you'll think you're in Bavaria. Bavaria. Did I say that?
Or Frankenmuth.
Franken, I was gonna
Yeah.
say,
Yeah.
yeah.
Frankenmuth. We went all in on tradition with our Oktoberfest, using imported German malts and hops, beautiful lager yeast for the finish. Gorgeous copper hue with a rich malty and slightly sweet backbone. That sounds like a pretty good description. That's about right. And our version is akin to the beer poured in the early days of Oktoberfest. And yes, it adheres to the... Read that. What does that say?
Raganabots.
Prost.
Is that German?
I think
to
it's
it,
got to be.
Prost to it.
Prost is definitely German.
I feel like we all need a boot to drink these out of or something.
Yeah.
Shoot the boot.
Shoot the
Yeah.
boot.
Das Boot.
Das Boot, yes.
Here's what she looks like. I'll put this up here. So it is kind of a goldeny brown, almost a copper. I guess is the color of that, right?
Get that prostate checked.
Coppery.
Not what you want to see in the morning.
No. All right. So we'll go head to head here. Let's take a sip here of this Oktoberfest.
Hole in my can. That's gonna knock him down a half a
Oh, don't
point.
cut yourself. Good thing we got those flags.
That's a good use of the flag. It's been a while.
Dang.
Get some
Brand new sweatshirt.
I
Is
like
that
this.
from Kirkland?
No,
That's not a Kirkland signature.
Well, no, you can buy Adidas stuff at Kirkland. Certainly.
Yeah, I got some Adidas
Not with
socks
the trefoil.
from Costco.
Oh, I'm sorry. Realtor. I keep calling her realtor. She's FKA Lauren. I shouldn't be calling her. She says she was referring to the subscribers. Is what she was referring to. There.
All right.
I think that was a shot at us somehow.
Shot
I'm
across
not
the bow.
100%.
Yeah,
She'll clarify here in a minute.
So this is made out of marzipan?
Marzipan, wheat.
marzipan.
So it's,
Traditional.
it's a little bit of a smoother tasting
Yeah.
Oktoberfest.
It's pretty good, right?
Got a good aftertaste.
Yeah. Pleasing all the way around. It's got a sweetness to it, almost like a
Yes, there's something there that
sugary.
comes up at the end.
Is that
there.
a good mouthfeel?
It's silky.
Okay.
Yeah. It's got a good mouthfeel. Not a lot of carbonation, really. It's good. All right, Tones, you got something on this, or you wanna wait to try the next one to?
I'm gonna compare out to the other one first.
Let's do that. Let's go ahead and crank the other ones up. Everybody, these ones require a
Clear
bottle
my
opener.
palate with the highlight beer.
Yeah, dirty blonde.
That's a good way to do it. And this is
Three
let me
Floyds.
pull this up. Three Floyds. It's called Munster
Munster
Fest.
Fest.
Are you familiar with Three Floyds, Jimmy?
I am. I think we've had a Three Floyds beer on the show, haven't we?
Zombie.
Oh, the zombie one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was-
It wasn't Zombie Dust though, right? It wasn't. Wasn't it a knockoff? Zombie Dust alternative.
something was different.
That's
Something
actually in
was
Munster,
different there.
Indiana.
That's
Yes.
Three Floyds. Yeah. Jimmy,
Where's
tell
that?
him
Where's that in Indiana?
a little south of the border.
What, Notre Dame?
A little south of that. Yeah.
So this
And
one's
a little more central.
again a Marzen style
of
fest
Marzen.
beer brewed with the
Marzens.
finest German malted barley, aromatic Bavarian noble hops, traditional lager yeast. It's rich and malty, one of the few that remain true to the tradition of fest beers, originally brewed in honor of the marriage of Prince Ludwig in 1810.
Wow.
It's
Cheers to that.
normal. And it's a 6.2 ABV, 20 IBUs, so this is a little bit more ABV than the last
Yeah,
one.
and I think you taste it right off the bat. It's got more of a weedy.
Yes.
Wheat.
Yep,
You can
absolutely.
taste that Marzen flowing through
Marzens.
the pores.
Yeah. The marzipan.
Marzen through my
But still,
veins
it's
right
still
now.
good.
That's good.
I like
I
them
don't think
both.
it's as good though. I don't think it's as good.
I think if you're a real beer man and you like your wheat, your Marzen, I think you enjoy this taste a little more. You appreciate it.
I taste something funky.
Funky.
I don't know. I don't
That's
know.
just because you just slurped it off your sweatshirt.
Let's see. So it's really looks identical.
A little more water in that diet will do you some good.
I'm trying to think which one I like better.
You know what?
Really?
This is
I
hazy.
agree.
You like which one you like?
I like the Founders.
I don't know.
I think if you're a chick, you definitely like the Founders better.
If you're a chick,
Yeah, it's smoother. But then the other one I can appreciate more because it's got the weedy,
Yeah.
tastes more like a beer.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe mine's skunked. I
I
got a
totally
funny,
know what you're saying. Yeah.
funny aftertaste on mine. It's almost like urine.
I don't know what you're drinking
Does it-
over there.
It does taste vaguely piss-like.
Yeah, I don't know. It's something.
Just
right.
at the
How
end.
much piss are you drinking lately?
Well,
Hopefully not cat piss because that's
know-
pungent.
Hopefully not.
It's almost like a grittiness. Can you like feel that in your mouth? Is that like an unfiltered wheat would be.
Like a sour.
I feel
sort
like
of
I'm more
taste.
in Germany when I'm drinking the Munster Fest. Like I would expect a little more wheat action.
Three
The Founder's not
Floyd.
bad. I just think it's
Interesting.
I don't get the October feels from. I mean, it's good, tasty.
Three Floyds is the one, Jimmy, that has that imperial ale, imperial stout. That's really popular. They launch it on March
Yeah.
or
Don't they have
April.
a party for that there?
They have a big party.
Yeah.
It's an all-day affair, and you got to get tickets and stuff.
Where's this
and
at?
it's in Munster.
Oh, okay.
Munster Fest.
And yeah,
Shout out Munster.
yeah. We remember I got that friend that goes down there.
Yeah.
And it's a big party, and everybody. These guys are. These beer nerds. I don't know if they're for me or not.
What was
You
his
know.
favorite band?
Guided
Sonic.
by Voices.
Guided by Voices. That's right.
Guided by Voices.
But they bring all their microbrews and whatnot down there with them, and they stand in line, and then they start trading off beers.
Oh, they trade beers. Okay,
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
that's a cool.
Sounds fun.
All right, Tones. You are the judge. You are the jury.
This is a tough call.
You are the executioner. What do you think?
I like them.
Tones, have you gone
different
back
reasons.
to the Founders again now?
I don't know.
It has a weird taste to it now after I've had the Munster. Like aftertaste.
Yeah, I think I would go with the Munster if I had to purchase one of these, and they're both in front of me. I would do Munster Fest. I'm not a huge Oktoberfest type of beer, but I think I could dig the Munster Fest a little more, a tad more.
Yeah, I think you did good, D-Dubs. I hate to say it, but
There's a different
I'm,
flavor
I'm-
to this.
I'm on the Munster wagon.
Yeah, Munster.
I don't know what it is. I'm going to think of it, and I'll let you guys know.
Plus, it's got the higher alcohol volume, right? Is
Yep.
that something you usually...
That's something I would give a little.
Little bonus. I mean, and I love Godzilla. That's pretty cool.
No, I think I like the Founders.
Godzilla with a sword.
Yeah, what else do you want, dude?
It's a cool label. One of the best.
Or it could be like a Power Ranger, you know, and they morph.
Yeah.
So it looks like
It does look like Voltron.
Yeah, something like that.
Rich, what do you think? Are you going to score it?
Munster Fest 4.5 and Oktoberfest 3.
Yeah.
I
From
say
Founders.
Founders 3 and Munster Fest 2.
The Founders
I kind of agree with you guys, with you, D-Dub.
3,
On this.
Munster
This reminds
3.5.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking
Yeah,
over
no,
you,
it's
Tones.
okay. I was
You want to say that
I
again?
was processing. I was still crunching the
I
numbers.
thought you were done.
As the accountants would say, I was crunching the
Yeah,
numbers.
he's like Rain Man. You can see the
We
numbers.
don't crunch numbers, Tones. We
Where do you buy your
finagle.
underwear,
Finagle.
Tones? All right. So I'm going to go with the...
Kmark, I think.
That's where you got to buy your underwear, Kmark. How many, was it pretzels? What was he counting? Was it pretzels? Anyway, I don't know. This, I'm going to say, I'll buy, this is the Founders, by the way. I'd buy the Founders without hesitation. I'd buy that without hesitation. I saw it at the store. I'd pick it up again. I think it's pretty tasty. I've actually bought this several times in my lifetime, so I'm comfortable with this particular beer.
That can looks like something you could see on the wall in one of your favorite chicken restaurants in Frankenmuth.
Yeah, the can's
You
cool.
know?
This, yeah,
Cool can.
I could see
I
this
like
in Franken move.
The Munster Fest, I am with you, D-Dub. Something's just a little off with this. It's just
I
not
can't
the way I
believe-
expected it to
I almost
taste.
feel like they're drinking a different, like ours is skunked or something because it's so distinct. It's a very distinct flavor that comes about at the end,
Yeah,
but I don't know what it is.
it's okay. I wouldn't kick it out of bed. I think nothing really is going to score below a 3 for me on this. So on
You
the
like-
show in
you
general,
like
I like
beer.
beer. Well, beer is food, according to my shirt. So
It makes you a jolly good fella.
that's right.
I think you need a pipe with that shirt. That sweater.
Have you guys had like the Hacker Shore Oktoberfest or the Lowenbrau?
I've heard things about that Hacker Shore Oktoberfest.
Yeah, and that tastes, which I think would be the most authentic Oktoberfest, right? Because they come from Germany,
Yeah.
German beers. The Founders taste much more like that than the Three Floyds does, I think.
You heard Darko talk about the Oktoberfest at the Hilltop?
No,
What's he got there, Sam Adams?
He's got Hacker Shore, but guess what? He could only get one keg of it.
Oh, I did hear him say that. Yeah.
One
that's right.
keg.
He says it's the best beer there is by far, and he orders like a
Are
bunch
we
of
going to
them.
be able to have some reserve
No,
for next
it's
week?
it's sold out within a day. So you
It's hard to get.
And then
Somebody
hopefully
drinks a lot of beer over
Hopefully
there.
they reload next Thursday. One more
No,
take.
I don't think it's going to be
No?
available. I think
Okay.
they it's just one of those things. Hackashore. That's like Jimmy said. It's from the old world.
Bavarian, yeah.
And
Well, I can tell you, Mrs. Midwest and I, she could probably chime in. We both had a really bad hangover one time from Hacker Shore Oktoberfest. Really bad. Yeah.
gotcha. So
But it's
you're
delicious.
not
And it tastes very much like the Founders.
I think any Oktoberfest can lead to
the wheat, all that wheat in there.
yeah.
Maybe you got a gluten allergy.
That could be.
Maybe Mr. Midwest and his wife do too.
Maybe he's a
We had a lot of pretty big
Celiac?
quantity of the
What
Hacker
is that?
Shore. So
Celiac.
Celiac.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where I'm at. All right. I think we've explored. And so I guess we're at a draw here. Nobody really wins this.
I don't think there's no winner in this.
There's no winner.
No.
No, I'm shocked.
It's like a life of crime. Nobody wins.
I think if you polled Americans, it would be about 50-50 split.
Yeah. I could see it. But I could see you liking that one, the other one better, Tones, because it is kind of like it almost has like a wheat beer characteristic to it. So it's like a Blue Moon mixed with Oktoberfest.
You know what? I think I gave this a 2, and I'm thinking I don't know if I can finish this.
Oh,
I don't know if I can finish this.
so you're not going to
Slide it
choke
down.
it down. That's a one.
I'm gonna
then, man.
try. I'm gonna try, but we might have to readjust my scoring at the end.
Feel free to do that. Yeah, that's within the purview of your powers here, your authority.
Purview. I like that.
Yeah, I make these things up as we go.
I think that's a real word.
Is that a real word?
Pretty sure.
I strung some letters together. Hopefully it makes sense. Okay, libation. We are done with that.
Check.
Yeah.
Trivia.
You got it,
That's-
D-Dub.
is that
You-
next?
Do you have it just because it's in front of you?
Is that next?
Oh, yes, trivia.
Trivia.
Okay.
Calling the masters of facts, the sultans of stats, the czars of knowledge that isn't learned in college. It's the Numbers Guys Trivia.
And numbers, guys, trivia. Now I'm really a lot of times I'll do things the most difficult way. You ever notice that?
Is there a word for that?
Yeah, instead of doing things the easy way, I'll do things the most difficult way, even though I know it's the most difficult way.
You
So-
take a circuitous route to getting to the point.
circuitous. Yeah. So like to get these graphics up, it takes me a really long time. I used to have it working perfectly, but then I said, no, I want to do it the more difficult way. So give me 1 second. I have to like stop here.
Sounds
now.
like somebody else I work with, not you.
What is that? You can't
Who are
say
you
that
talking
here.
about? Who are you talking about?
I don't know. Just somebody else that I've been exposed to.
I've heard that. You know who I heard make a similar quote to that, Jimmy?
Who is that?
Is Jack White, and when he was talking about the process of making music,
Of the White Stripes?
and he, there's easier ways to do everything, but he has to record it on the old reel to reel, and he's got,
okay.
it's,
If it works for him.
and he's
right?
also into upholstery and
Upholstery?
reupholstering
Well, that's interesting.
furniture,
into upholstery.
and that's one of those things where most people just throw their furniture out the window,
No, not,
Oh,
my,
sure.
not my wife. She'll
This
spend
guy-
more to reupholster
Yeah.
something.
Does she really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's a good investment.
I don't know if it's a good investment, but I mean, the idea that you're not actually throwing something away, you're just
Yep.
How much
appreciate
reupholstering have you done, Daryl?
none. But Jack White's an interesting character.
Oh, he is. Yeah, he's a real interesting.
You know
guy.
where he went to high school?
Osborne,
Guess again.
Lamphere,
No.
No. Country Day.
Cast Tech.
Cass Tech.
Yeah.
You're a
that
little
was
insulted
close.
on that selection.
That's close.
He
Hey,
said
doesn't like
Lamphere.
Lamphere. Does like
Is
fuck,
that
no?
Mad Heights?
I don't know where it's at. I just named
believe
high
so.
school.
Yeah,
I feel like the show's getting a little too local right now.
Yeah,
we're
you're
at, let's widen
Let's
our
go ahead.
There's
scope.
people down there in Louisiana
transition.
right now that are like, what the H are they talking
All right,
about?
no idea. All right, so here is TNG trivia. Actually, let me go like this. So, tonight's trivia question. Name the 2 Broncos. We got some Broncos trivia. Who doesn't like that? The Brincos.
Any two Bronco quarterbacks.
Yeah, 2. You want
Easy.
that? Go ahead, read it, D-Dub.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's all right. No, you can read it.
I thought you were saying name any two Bronco quarterbacks. Done.
No. That co-hold the franchise record for the most QB rushing TDs in a single season. So I need 2 of them. The 2 Broncos quarterbacks that co-hold the franchise record for the most QB rushing touchdowns in a single season. And ties, of course, Will Rochambeau, best out of 3.
Pretty specific there, Jimmy.
I'm not sure I can name 3 Bronco quarterbacks.
Pick 2 then.
Wait, so there's 2 that okay.
Yes.
I get it.
I don't think he
Name
rushed
the
many
2.
in.
Yeah, there's 2 quarterbacks that have the record.
They're tied. They're tied.
Yeah, they're tied. Right. I said co-hold. Is that even a thing? I don't know. That's what I typed.
Okay.
Cockhold?
It's different.
That's
totally different.
That's for the later podcast.
Yeah.
After hours.
Jeez. I heard a funny joke today. I'll tell you guys after.
Oh.
I talked to Kosher Mike. He gave me a funny joke.
That's always
I
a
can't
good
use
one.
it on the air though.
That's probably good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't use it. So I'm looking for basically name 2 Denver Broncos quarterbacks that might have scored some rushing TDs. And the loser has to buy the beer. If everybody gets it right, I buy the beer. And if nobody gets it right, I buy the beer. I'm getting a raw deal here.
You're writing the question, though.
I am. But I need it so somebody can get it right. But not everybody can get it right. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do. And I usually fail at it miserably. You guys are really thinking here.
Yeah, I'm thinking. You know why? There's a lot at stake here.
There is. Because I think next week, well, by
What
the way,
about
next
steak?
week's show, we're going to be at
I didn't hear you.
the Hilltop.
They said something about
So
steak.
we're leaving Studio A,
It's official. We're on the
B.
road.
Studio. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we talked
It's official.
to
the Road Show.
the proprietor
Yeah.
the other day.
Yeah. We went in there because we wanted to solidify the time and the date. And he said, anything you want, JT
Do we
and
have
D-Dub.
a? Do we have a bus for like our national road show?
We're going to sleep on a bus.
Are we going to
tomorrow
like all
or
the
next week?
college towns around?
We
that'd
could
be
do
awesome.
that.
It'll be like college game day. you know?
If we ever get to 1,000 subscribers, we'll rent a bus for the day.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
We'll
Go to
somewhere.
Founders.
Yeah. I want to go up to Austin Brothers.
That would be fun.
would be
That's where I
We
want
should
to
just
go.
do a
yeah.
brewery tour.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he'll.
We go to like Grand Rapids or something like.
And this is going to be kind of a dry run for future shows. A proof of concept, if you will.
Proof of yep.
Usually not fun fans of dry runs, but that'll have to do.
That's bad.
Mine are usually
That's
wet.
bad, Jimmy.
My,
You think it
my
dry.
runs are super wet.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. I hear you.
Sorry,
Thomas.
mate.
I'm never going to get that without getting up.
Is this the point in the show where you go over our answers and then you decide who won and lost?
No, we do that at the end.
Dang it.
No, we got to keep the people interested, right?
I don't like the suspense, dude.
Yeah. But you know what we do this time? Hey, don't let me forget that there's an answer over there.
Yes. Sorry,
Well, I only
that's
have
my
2.
that's
so through
my
process
bad.
of elimination, you can just give me your answers orally.
That's my bad.
Were you throwing a slant route there?
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Like J-Mo running a slant route there? No.
All right. What is it time for? That was trivia.
libation.
Oh, we got to. Yeah, we already did. Daryl says that by default every time.
Lots of beer
What is the time for? Libation expiration?
all the time.
I love it. Let's
No,
do a
it's not.
second
We already did
edition.
it. It's time
Get some
for.
bourbon.
We already did 2
We
today.
got to talk about last
I
week's
haven't heard
picks.
Daryl sing in a while.
We got to talk about last week's picks. Now, Richie,
Yes, sir.
I'll spoil some of the surprise here. Both Rich and I went 3-3, so we paid the vig last week. So we really didn't move much. Went down a little bit because we had to pay the.
We did, but we had fun.
We did have fun. Anything that was really exciting for? I think you lost by the hook on something last week.
I did. I got. Who was that last week? Does anybody remember?
Was it?
Marshall?
I have to look. Yeah, Marshall. I think it was.
I lost by a couple hooks last week. Got
Yeah.
captain hooked.
When you add them together.
There's no shit. Have you guys seen this?
I like somebody a lot, yeah, and I couldn't believe they lost by a hook. They were winning the whole game. I don't know. We don't have the picks up, do we? I can tell you.
I have to.
It's
hold
okay.
on. I can do that.
No, I mean that happens to anybody if you bet enough, right?
I mean, if you're going to win 48% of the time, by God, 52% of the
I mean,
time
I
you're
feel
gonna
like
be wrong.
I'm excited about these picks every week, and I've been like just been average, but
Some weeks more than others, though, right? Like, I felt good last week, and then in the way things, Sunday comes around. And,
with your picks right now, I think you're trying to hit the big one and get back in the like you're that horse
Yeah.
that's kind of limping along, and now he's
Get
trying to
that.
find
That stretch run.
that stretch run. And
I think you got me mixed up with Anthony. He's the
Yeah.
one playing all the parlays.
I'm playing the
Anthony's
long
in-
balls right now, dude.
Anthony's down to 6%.
Yeah.
I mean, he he hit his parlay. So
I don't know if you can you see that over there, Rich.
yeah, I got you.
And by the way, these are available online. If you want to go over, if anybody ever wants to go and see NumbersGuys.live, you can hit pick performance. And you can see every pick that we've ever made and how our performance is, even by sport.
Pretty cool.
So that's there, yeah.
There you go,
Yeah,
Rich.
it definitely was that Marshall game because they. I also had them on a money line. They were up at halftime. They were up at the end of the third quarter, and then NC State kind of threw a couple touchdowns at them, and they got one late, but could not get it done with a minute to go. So we lost by a hook on that one. I think that was a 2-unit one though that really hurt because I did
It
have
was,
a winning
yeah.
record, but I had the 2-unit loss on Marshall. They lost by 7, so
Yeah.
that was my week. But that's okay.
No.
I'm ready to go this week.
We still got
Excited about the picks.
units left. D-Dub, anything that was really exciting or
Had a nice
stood out?
Saturday, but then Sunday comes around, you know, and
Gave
I
it all back.
pass it all away.
Well,
Cardinals. You know, the thing was, I
like that pick. I had that,
You know, what about the Bills?
Bills, what happened? Do you remember what happened?
Outside of what happened, you know,
Jags.
with my picks on this show, the Bills screwed up like 3 different picks for me.
I did not like that.
Kind of had them. What do you call that? Cornered, squared,
Yeah.
circled.
You had a piece of them for everything you did, didn't
Yeah.
you? Yeah. That happened to me with the Cowboys the week they lost to the Cardinals.
What do they call that?
I don't know.
It's like where you lock in on one team, and you use them on multiple
Tunnel vision.
different bets.
But you know what? Remember that Saturday night I texted you, and I said,
You
are
did.
Are you sure about the Bills?
That was baloney. You shouldn't have done that.
I did.
Was it
Maybe I
jinx?
wished it.
He
That's okay.
he's the jinx.
I actually jumped in the morning though because they have the live bet on DK 50%, but you got to bet $50 to get the free bet. So I jumped in, took the Jags right when the game started.
Oh, that worked
At
out
plus
good.
5. It worked out.
I
I just thought them being in London for an extra week was going to make a difference in that game for some reason.
Jimmy
That's
was kind of
exactly
saying
what I
the
said.
same thing.
Yeah.
And the Bills, I think they took their sweet arse time getting over there.
They didn't get there till Friday morning,
What is that?
and the Jacksonville was eating crumpets
48
the whole week.
hours?
Yeah, they're checking out Big Ben
Yeah.
instead of getting ready, you know.
So I thought better of it, but I thought better of it too late. I already had the Bills. I took the same thing you took.
So we got a
Under your
game over
counsel.
there in London this
Yeah,
week?
we do. We got who's over? This is the last one in London.
Baltimore and Texans.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, we'll get to
Titans.
that.
They played
Titans?
last week, right?
Titans.
Titans.
Titans, yeah.
Yeah.
Titans. So what I heard, little birdie told me that Baltimore. So Harbaugh, John,
John. Don't confuse them with
he
Jim.
was very upset the last time they went over there because he felt like they didn't give it the old college try by showing up a little late to the festivities.
Okay.
You got to get the fish and chips in.
This week they showed up
stuff.
on. They left on Monday morning,
Okay.
and the Titans Friday. They left on Friday.
Wow. That's a big
Wait,
difference.
that's tomorrow. No, they didn't leave.
They didn't leave
They
yet.
didn't leave on Friday.
They're still
Maybe they leave
loading up the
tomorrow or
bags.
they left today. I don't know. But they left 3 days later. So, if you believe in that, then you should be all over the Ravens this week because it's a similar situation to what happened last
I
week.
don't think it's the same though because I don't even know if the Jags came home. They were
No,
there for-
no, they
They
didn't.
did not.
They did not.
No.
And I told Jimmy, I said, they haven't been in their beds for 2 weeks. I don't know if that helps them or hurts them.
I
Apparently it helped them.
heard something else happened with the Buffalo Bills front office out in England as well. They fired their COO and head legal because
What was
They
that
were-
about?
for taking in things they shouldn't have been.
Oh.
Guy and girl.
Okay. Well,
Oh yeah.
either way,
It hung over the whole weekend, is what they said.
interesting.
Yep.
Did not know that. I did not know that.
That's Johnny Carson.
That's Johnny Carson.
Johnny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that king,
I'll be doing
baby.
We have a young audience,
You know,
Hey,
Johnny
Shelby
Carson
Junior
is.
High doesn't know anything about
So they
Johnny
would
Carson.
My
know-
wife doesn't know who Johnny Carson is.
They wouldn't know.
Ed McMahon?
They wouldn't
Yeah.
know Lawrence Welk.
Yes.
Then
No,
Yeah.
probably not. The Bubbles guy?
Lawrence Welk.
Now, Tones, you were off the charts this week. I don't have your individual numbers. I don't know what you did as
two,
far as. but
well,
you
two
did really good.
games, single game parlays really came home for me. Both local teams. Again, maybe I'm honing in, but it worked out for me this week.
Bet what you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had
Yeah,
Michigan.
you hit like a 14 Michigan parlay, didn't
yeah.
you?
I had the Michigan minus 18.5 over to 45.5. Quorum TD J.J. McCarthy 2 TDs. That hit for plus 200. And then the Lions minus 10.5, which they easily covered. Goff 2 plus passing TDs. Montgomery 70 plus rushing yards. That was no problem. That was a plus 300.
Which looked really good in hindsight without Gibbs playing.
Yeah.
I did not know he was not
Yeah,
playing.
with Gibbs not playing, I'm like Montgomery, no doubt.
I feel like you could have parlayed any Lions bet, anybody that was playing. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
scored
anything
on it.
over would have been fine.
Yeah.
Has Gibbs played yet this year?
A few plays.
Didn't seem like
I
it.
think he's just missed one game so far.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
but
feel like he hasn't gotten into a game yet.
They even need him. Put up 40
we
plus
got,
anyways.
We got Laporta, man. Killing.
Well, he's hurt.
Oh,
Hurt
this
this
is
week.
not right.
Seriously?
That's what they say. He didn't practice today.
Oh, man. We need Laporta. He's the next Gronk.
So here is how we're doing as a group. We've got Richie down just about the same as last week. Not going to make much of a difference. Down 2.67 units. You got D-Dub down 13.2 units. My boy Tones on the comeback trail. He is positive for the last 30 days, by the way. Up 1.36 for the last 30, down 4.08 lifetime. Your boy JT down just a little bit from last week, of course, plus 8.61. And as a group, 11.34 units down, which is only 3.78%. And God, look at this. We've wagered through 300 units,
All
300
right.
units.
300 virtual units.
That's a lot of units.
Yeah,
How big is your unit again?
we're not talking about that.
This is amazing how it just that's probably like that. I mean, that's probably not bad. We're less than 5%, right?
Yeah, we
So isn't
basically
that
paid the
crazy?
bid. We're
Like
50
it hit a mile marker, and we're like right on average with just about like what anybody would do
What
if
you
you
think it would be.
did it a million times.
Right, right. And I can tell you here, let me look at the, I guess since we're at a milestone, I'll throw some more additional numbers up here.
Yeah, give me stats.
We've
Figs.
got our average odds for our picks collectively for our lifetime, plus 130.21. We've got,
Somebody likes parlays. That's what you're telling me.
yes, or
Even
long.
though in episode 3 you can go back and hear that parlays are not good.
Out of 300, we've only had 2 pushes.
Wow.
Yeah, 2
That's
pushes out
crazy.
of 300 units spent. And NFL guys, we're up year to date or lifetime plus 19.72 units. So we've been crushing it on the NFL.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
Basically means don't listen to the first couple picks and jump on those NFLs.
Yeah, forget
Yeah.
all those baseball picks.
Yeah, the baseball picks haven't been good to us. Believe it or not, NCAA has not been good to us. Down 11.94 units.
Wow.
NCAA. What else? That would be interesting here. That's about it. NHL, we're plus 8.66. And MLS, we're plus 5.18.
Hey,
There you go.
shout out.
Shout
That's
out.
the racing.
That's
Shout out.
MLS soccer. Yes. All right.
I even know, is that still going on?
Did you stop? You're fucking Mr. MLS.
I know. That was the worst
just-
50 bucks
Is
ever
that-
spent.
Stop watching it?
Is Messi still playing, or what's going on with him?
Yeah, he's still playing. I think they're running out of time to make that playoff push, though.
My neighbor's already planning World Cup tickets in 2026. So
Where, though?
Wow.
it's gonna be U.S. like
Where's that at?
Well, I know it's U.S., Canada,
Philly, Atlanta.
Okay.
So we might do a Philly road trip. For
Mexico. A little
that.
road trip.
Yeah.
Boys to men.
We'll look forward to that, Jim.
BBD.
You got to
The
see
East
a World
Coast
Cup.
family.
If there's a World Cup game around, you got to go see it. Just
Sure,
one. I
sure.
want to check out one. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I would love
Absolutely.
to. That'd be great.
Yeah.
I'd be down.
I like it when they bring grass into, domes and whatnot.
They don't do it for the NFL, but they'll do it for soccer.
You're always a big fan of grass, Joe.
Reefer?
What the H?
Puffin the Magic Dragon? Okay.
Great song.
So,
Great cartoon.
I think it's time we got to talk about NFL.
You know what that
guys.
song's really about, right,
I got
Greg?
a pretty good idea. Fucker.
What's that?
This is the whole upcoming NFL week in something like 30 minutes or so.
All right, so for this one, this is Richie's favorite segment.
It is.
Yeah, he likes this segment.
I love it.
It's-
Especially when I get my 25 seconds.
It's a good time to get 25
I make it
seconds in.
work.
So what we do is we go through every single 15 of them this week, I think there is, NFL game.
15 with the buys?
Is it 15 or is it 14?
I
Is it
think you're
two,
off.
two teams off or 4 teams off?
Probably 14. There was 14
14
last
off.
week. Yeah.
13.
So we go on the clock. We try to keep Daryl under control. Only 2 minutes to talk about each of these games. And hopefully this might help you out a little bit, give you at least a starting point for your handicapping for the weekend. That's
I mean,
kind of
what'd
what
you
we're
say?
trying to do.
15%?
What's that?
You said we're up 15%, right?
Yeah, NFL.
Well, we're up 19. I'll let you guys do the math. We're up plus 19.72 units on 75 units staked.
This is the time to listen.
So what is that as a percentage?
I don't know. I wasn't listening.
Quick. Okay, you want to repeat that?
30%.
30%?
math today.
That sounds about right. Yeah,
About 30.
75 units and we're plus 20.
28.5.
call it.
Are you
5%.
overpaid is all I need to know.
I don't know if that's right.
Yeah.
Well, if it was 100, we'd be up 20.
25 would be 33. Right?
Okay.
Yeah,
No, maybe 27. Say 27.
27%. We'll take that. Not too bad. Not too bad. In fact, there's
Absolutely.
27%-ish. So let's go through these. Let's go through each of these one by one here. Let me just go ahead and advance this if I remember how to do it. There's some trivia. Well, I'm way off. What the hell did I do here? Put the trivia in. This is getting harder and harder by the day for me.
That's
It's
what she
said. That is what she said, Tones.
That's what she said.
There you go. All right.
He was finishing that before that even got out of your mouth.
I did. I was already reaching over there to find the right button.
He's looking for the woo woo.
Woo woo. Whistles go woo woo. I gotta get that as a drop. That's a
We
classic.
gotta, yeah.
That is
just
classic.
gotta-
Opposed with Rich's
Do
choo
you
choo
start
sound.
Right,
putting a little techno music behind it? That'd be like our biggest hit on YouTube.
Shit, yeah. That'll get at least 40 views. So
think
first
80.
off, we're gonna start with the Broncos and the Chiefs. Broncos and the Chiefs. Broncos are 1-4.
I like that one. Jim.
Chiefs. You like that? The Broncos.
Yeah,
Chiefs are 4-1. They're playing at Arrowhead. It's an AFC West matchup. Chiefs minus 594. Broncos plus 434. The spread. Chiefs lay in at 10.5. Has this changed? That might have changed a little bit. Totals 47. Tones, since you weren't here last week, we'll put you on the clock first. What do you think?
I think this game, it's not even going to be close to be over by halftime. Chiefs going to win by at least 17. No doubter. They're going to cover. Not sure about hitting the over, but yeah, Chiefs are going to walk away with this. Broncos are self-imploding, and Chiefs are hitting their stride. So let the
suck.
Chiefs confidently.
Yeah.
One of these classic hear about the weather conditions games, on prime time. Seemed like we were in college. We'd hear that a lot, Oh, it's a monsoon.
Right.
I don't even know what that means.
get down.
It's
Another.
snowing in Buffalo. You hear that?
It's snowing in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Coldest summer I ever experienced. The wind gusts of over 20 miles per hour, I guess under. Chiefs, I agree with Anthony. I hope the wind doesn't screw up that bed for you. And I think they're gonna go to the ground, right? Pacheco.
I would think so.
So do with that what you will, Rich.
Yeah, I mean, I think windy conditions favors the Chiefs. I think a nuclear bomb hitting outside of KC favors the Chiefs. I think no weather favors the Chiefs. All that being said, I don't know. This
I'm
line
taking the
scares-
Broncos.
I'm not-
what do you like?
I got a light bet on the Chiefs tonight, but I don't. Something smells on this line. I mean, I'm thinking this is off the top of my head a 15-point line. So I don't know why it's 10.5. The Broncos certainly have shown nothing. I mean, Sean Payton's getting called out for calling out other coaches. He looks like crap. I don't know. I say Chiefs, but I say tread lightly.
Wow.
Yeah, and by the way, my model lines are on the bottom here. I didn't do any color coding this week because I thought it might be giving people the wrong impression that they should instantly go out and play them like while we're on the air or something like that without doing any further research. So we got the Chiefs minus 490, minus 9.5. You could take the Broncos with that, but I'm not about to do that. And then my total came to under, and that was not including weather. So if you factor in that weather, I think that's probably a pretty good call. But I don't have anything on this, and I don't think I'm going to. Outside of Pacheco. Oh, wait, take that back. I should have mentioned this before, too.
Shoot.
No,
Do we need to
good, no.
rerun the show all over again?
No. But I do have,
Jump in that time machine.
as part of a teaser, as one of my top picks, I do have. Where is that?
Well, there's still time,
I have
folks.
them. Yeah, I have 10-point teaser. That would be Chiefs minus a half a point.
It's a hair.
Then I have the Houston Texans plus 12.5, and I have along with them help me. The Seahawks plus 12.5 as well. That's actually one of my top picks. So
Yeah.
go ahead and put that in.
I like
2 out of
that.
3 ain't half bad, Jimmy.
I like that.
I don't know why you don't like the Seahawks in that. Playing the Bengals?
I don't like
talk
that at
about
all.
it. We'll talk about it.
Not a fan.
The Bengals just
I
lost.
don't even know.
or they
No,
just
it
won-
wasn't the Seahawks. It's the Texans.
You don't like the Texans?
Who are they playing? We'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that. It should be a pretty.
I don't like that. That's the Texans.
Oh, playing the Saints.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to just probably win straight up.
Okay.
I don't know. Okay. All right. Let's
Can't
look
wait
at
to
the,
hear your build up to that game.
I don't really have that much going on. We got the Ravens at the Titans. This is the game you guys are talking about. This is the final London game where the 3-2 Ravens.
It's a final game in London this year.
Yeah. I think there's Germany games.
There is a Germany game. Maybe Mexico City or something.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Titans are 2-3. This is the final London game. You got the Titans plus 166. The Ravens minus 186 on the money line. The Titans are getting total is 41. T-Dub, what do you want to do here?
All I know is the travel conditions.
You know that. You
itinerary.
know the weather.
Yeah.
Right?
I go to travel.com and I subscribe over there to the premium. Everything's a premium betting plan now. Travel.com, weather.com.
They have premium betting
Yeah,
plans?
it's all about betting.
That's
It's not about
amazing.
weed, it's about betting, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, probably the Ravens based on the fact that they went out there 3 days earlier. That's it. Out.
Sure.
Yeah, so I got some feedback on the podcast from my brother at the game. He's like, all you guys say for every NFL game is I'm sitting out this game. And I say, well, that's good
That's
advice.
some of the best advice he's probably ever given.
I
That
mean,
really is.
I'm not the one taking my 401k out. You are. So,
Right.
I'm letting you know where not to spend it and where to spend it. And on this one, I still have not figured out the Titans. And until I do, I am staying away. And the Ravens are almost as bad as the Titans because what do you think all the records are in the AFC North?
3-2.
Trick West, you're right, Daryl.
Yeah, that's true.
They're all
Yeah,
3-2. All
But I win.
3-2. So that tells me the Ravens are as good. What's going on here?
Somebody joined
That was
us?
the correct answer.
Oh, I thought somebody joined our Zoom meeting.
That's
So
what-
the
that's what it
Ravens are
sounds
as
like.
good as the Steelers, and to me, I feel like the Steelers are 1-4 this year. The
It feels-
Steelers are
it feels that
3-2.
way.
Are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
Yeah, how was that?
I
Does
can't
feel
do
that
anything
way.
in this game. Sorry, I rambled a little bit too long. I'm going to sit this one out.
I like that.
Yeah.
Who are we missing? Tones, you didn't say
I
anything?
don't the travel to London fog. I just don't. I can't get a good read on Ravens or Titans, and I don't know what's going to show up. I wouldn't touch this one. So get up early, have an early beer or a Bloody Mary.
Cup of tea.
Watch the game. Yeah.
Crumpet or
Yeah.
two.
I got some Twinings lemon ginger tea. Very good. Yeah.
We're doing tea reviews?
It's probably my favorite.
Ian's trumpet.
It's my favorite London.
It's,
or
next
English
time we
tea,
have
so-
libation exploration.
Yeah, lemon ginger can't go wrong.
Probably done that.
Earl
Nice
Grey.
chamomile.
Earl Grey's rolling over in his grave.
No, lemon ginger. Watch the game, and just gear up for the later
Enjoy
games,
it with
so.
some tea.
How about a hot toddy?
That's more my style in the morning.
Absolutely.
I would go under here. Titans and Ravens. Go under here. There's something. I'm with you guys on all this. Who can figure out the Titans? It's like they're good, kind of. Then they're not good at all. Then they're kind of like okay.
Same with the Ravens.
And same with the Ravens. The Ravens should be better than they are. Than they're looking.
I guess name me the running back. Exactly.
Yeah.
Of which one?
I can name you Derrick Henry.
Is Henry
No,
playing?
no, the Ravens
I
running
just,
back.
Henry seems like he's non-existent this year. Is that
Yeah.
accurate?
He hasn't done much. I think he's on my fantasy team. One of my things. Yeah.
He's a poor man's Adam Thielen.
Come on now. Thielen's been lighting it up, contrary to what.
Yeah.
Daryl's on.
Yeah.
Daryl's right. He's the only guy to throw to. That makes a difference sometimes.
How about the commodes, the 2 and 3 commodes at the 3 and 2 Falcons, Mercedes-Benz Stadium? You got the Falcons minus 140, the Commanders plus 118. Spread Falcons laying 2.5 at home. 42.5 is your total. T-Dub.
Let me jump in here, Jimmy.
Yeah, I was
it's,
going to start with
it's
you
actually
anyway.
my turn.
I could see it. You're
Shoot.
foaming over there.
Yeah, I was foaming
Starting to
because I wanted
drool.
to say this is a rich snooze. Turn the alarm off. Gonna get me a nap in the early game. Hopefully, it's not on television. This is a snoozer, man. I mean, I want to like the Commanders, but I can't get behind that. The Falcons again. Are they 3-2 as well?
They are.
And you saw what happened against the Lions. Like they just got demolished.
It's because the Lions are good.
I think we've been saying this since day one. They're
Depends
not
on what
not
your power
that good.
ranking is.
Yeah.
I mean, Lions are top 5, but
Top 3 in some people's eyes.
I'm not going there
Lions.
yet. But I will say that I told you last week to take the Falcons, and I'm going to tell you this week to take the Falcons. Give me a woo-woo, because they're going to come. The Commanders suck. They sound like they have a Civil War commander as quarterback. He's no good. They're never going to be good until they get a real quarterback there. Give me the chief. What is that? The chief that's the coach there? What's his name? Ron Rivera?
Oh, Ron Rivera.
Wahoo.
You don't
Yeah.
like Sam Howell?
I
That's a
mean,
goofball.
talk about a Redskin. Get that guy out of here. No
See
more
ya.
Redskins.
Don't think I understand it.
Borderline
Don't.
racist, I think. Sam Howell is a good quarterback.
Nah.
Yeah, at South North Carolina in 2020,
Circa 5
the
years ago.
COVID year.
He left college early.
I don't care if he left. Yeah, because Mayo was about to take his spot. That's why he left college early, because he sucks.
Okay, who would you rather have?
Riddler.
Oh God, no.
Sam Howell or Kenny Pickett?
Sam Howell. Next question.
Kenny Pickett.
Pickett. Yeah.
Next
No.
question.
Look at some of the stats. Look at seriously, not to take time here, but look at some of the stats that Sam Howell puts up.
Yeah, he's good.
The guy's got some yardage, man. He's got some air.
He's
Sucks.
real good.
Sucks.
I don't know if he's real good. but
Borderline
he's-
great.
Wouldn't say that.
I'll chime
Tones,
in. I agree
yes.
with Rich. I don't like the Commanders at all. Falcons will at least win by a field goal at least, so they'll cover.
Nice job in
will
5
cover.
seconds, Tones.
Yeah.
That was really good. Very succinct. This one comes to an over, according to these numbers, according to my numbers here. Spread spot on. I had the money line minus 140.
I don't hate that.
Yeah, maybe go on the over here. I don't know, though. I don't
The
think I would
Riddler
do that.
sucks.
Riddler sucks.
Did I say that prior to this
You mentioned
week?
it.
The Riddler?
You mentioned it. I think you mentioned it every week.
This is because
actually.
he didn't play with the Bearcats with a K. Otherwise, you'd love him.
Yeah.
Next up, the Vikings.
Which, by the way, Sam Houston paid out live bet big time yesterday.
Vikings, the Bears.
The Vikings.
Anybody jump on that?
What was it?
Bearcats with a K live bet yesterday.
I had the money line.
Oh, they're down 22-0. You got
I had the
20
money
plus
line.
20.5 last night.
Plus 3,500.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you win?
No.
Okay. I guess it doesn't matter.
It's fun, though.
It is fun.
That, as Rich would say, it gets some movement.
Movement? That was making your pants move, making your pants
I was
dance.
talking about Electronica down in Detroit. I don't know what your mind went to. You
Who's in love with electronica down in Detroit?
guys ever been to Movement in Detroit?
No.
You should broadcast live from there.
The movement?
Movement.
Was that
From
Labor
Movement.
Day or what is that?
Maybe from the speakeasy we could do.
Yeah, get some smoked OFs.
Is City Club still open?
Yeah, get a little, get those glow sticks. We can glow stick it up.
Start skipping through as the waivers do. No, guys, we got the Vikings at the Bears. The Vikings.
Bears.
This now talk about another snooze fest. This is one for you, Rich. You got the Vikings. They're 1-4, and they're no more Justin Jefferson there. He's got a hammy issue. Then you got the Bears, also 1-4. This one's at Soldier Field, and NFC North shootout. Bears are plus 124 at home. Vikings minus 146. Bears getting 2.5. Total 44.5. Richie.
Well, of course, this is the 4th game, and you threw it to me first for this game. So
I do it at
it's
random.
just the way it goes. Bears, these two teams both stink. The Vikings finally got what was coming to them. I think the Bears take this one, and they ship out Cousins within a week or two. Soldier Field's not going to be conducive for the Vikings. I think the Bears showed a little something with Fields and Komet connection last week. And what was it more? It went off for about 200 yards.
Mm-hmm.
I just think they got. I think they're the better team right now. Give me the Bears.
Do the Bears give you movement?
I might be glow sticking a little bit at this game, 405.
Okay.
I'm going to cash the bet.
All right. Do
You don't think you'll be sleeping at this point?
This is not my sleeping game. Yeah, that's more of a 4 o'clock thing for me.
D-Dub, what would you do here?
Oh, I threw it to Tones. Sorry.
The Vikings would
Yeah, please
Can
be
you,
quiet.
can you decide?
Tones.
You threw the beanbag to me? Okay. Both these teams should just give up because the Lions already locked up the division. So just go home, both of you teams.
Quit.
What about
Leave.
the wild card?
They got no shot at any cards. So
Watch
a
over those
Joker
Bears.
card, they don't have a shot
Hallmark. Not a chance.
at. They're both brutal. I agree with Rich. Vikings are probably going to blow it up here in the next week or two. I wouldn't touch this game. I have no idea. It's a battle of the basement here, so have fun. I wouldn't touch it.
Now, here's something new. Hey, D-Dub, you got 26 seconds.
God dang it.
Can you do it?
That's not fair.
I won't even talk. So.
I'll try. The Bears, if you just watch what's happened recently, you're going to say Bears, right? The way they beat the Commodores last week.
Yeah, it was a one-off.
So if you got that in your memory, you're going to say Bears. Vikings!
Yeah.
Whoa!
You got your boy Cousins, though, right? He does the dance.
Adam Thielen is coming back.
Does he do the dance with the chains?
Guys, having a real resurgence in his career, isn't he? He went from has-been to is
Top 10 fantasy.
A1 now.
He's a
He's a one by
candidate to be
default.
traded at
Yeah.
the deadline.
I would think
I
so.
would not trade for that guy because he's done so.
What about Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson in a package deal?
Who
I don't
would
think-
be
Wow, that would be
who would
big.
be the receiving end of that?
You know, all the Vikings
Lions?
need is a real quarterback next
I
year.
would send
So
Cousins to the moon if I were the Lions.
interesting talk I heard earlier about Justin Jefferson potentially being traded.
Really?
Slim chances, but they're not. If he doesn't resign, I mean, 3 months, he's done. He's open market.
I
Okay.
think they would be
I
done.
thought he wasn't he just drafted like 3 years ago?
It seems like it. It seems like it, right?
It's been 5 years?
I guess it's been 4. I think that's the.
Well, they had the option on him then.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if that's right, but
It is because he was first
I don't
round.
think you're right. But nevertheless,
Every first round pick, you get to
Then-
pick an option.
I think you're wrong. But never the more.
Red flag. Yep.
Oh, wait a minute.
If
wait a minute.
Jefferson.
Wait a minute.
There is a challenge to the ruling on the field.
Now, hold on a second here.
Just waiting on that drop for about.
For like 18 shows I've been having it. So there's a challenge to the ruling on the field here.
Yeah.
I'm saying that in 3 months, it's open. He's an open free agent. No restricted.
Who's going to be
business.
able to look this up?
I said
My phone is in use right
if
now.
it's been 4 years and he has an option year.
And I'm not sure how many years it's been, just like you're not sure. So I'm saying he's going to be a free agent.
I disagree.
Okay.
So I have to say, is Justin Jefferson a free agent? Is that the question?
I don't know. However you want to Google that. You
When
know,
does his
Google.
contract expire or something?
Right. Anyways, go ahead.
While you're doing that, Jimmy, Justin Jefferson, I think the Lions would be a candidate if
Would they trade divisional? I don't know
mean,
if they would.
They did in the draft.
Yeah.
I mean, we did send them our piece of crap tight end, Hawkinson.
Yeah, that's true.
I-
We have
I-
good-
Hey, he's
good-
one of my top picks this week.
I think
the trade routes are open.
I think if there's any
Laporta's
chance,
way better than Hawkinson. So.
if there's any chance, they have to make a. They have to. I mean, that could be the.
I don't want Cousins as part of that. though.
No.
that wouldn't be part of the same deal.
Nope.
Because Cousins is probably worth more than you believe he is. I mean, to the Jets, I know they don't have any more picks to give up.
I can see the Jets.
But-
why not?
What would
The
you give
Jets
up for
are-
Cousins if you're the Jets? They can't. I
How
don't think they
about
could trade a
second
first
round?
rounder though.
What about the
Second round.
Falcons?
They got the Riddler.
No, yes,
Well,
they
they
do.
do.
He's terrible.
Yeah, but he's under a rookie contract. You're going to absorb $100 million contract.
He's under a rookie contract, so that means that they're more open to being able to get another quarterback.
Does this help you out at all?
On top of that, he's a third round pick.
Yeah, he already re-signed with the Minnesota, so he has many years left. He's just re-signed in 23.
Did you sign today? Because if not, this
No,
is not
beginning
right.
of the year.
Justin Jefferson?
That's what it says. He just signed a 4-year contract.
No chance. This is inaccurate. If Rich is probably reading it wrong, but
Free agent at the top, Harold, 2025.
2025, he's a free agent.
I don't think that's right.
Well,
I'm telling you, it's right. At least, at the very least.
that's what it's saying. So, I guess
Challenges.
Well, there's a whole box of seagulls.
look, it stands. Or is it overturned?
No, it's overturned.
Oh,
The ruling on the field is overturned.
there you go. It's overturned. All right, so D-Dub owes you a cigar.
Do I
Rich.
also
You
get
still
my
smoking?
challenge
Have your
back
pick.
for the show?
Of course you do. Yeah, you can use that again. You can use that again.
No,
I
can
got
you?
alligator arms.
Yeah, I know people like that. All right. Are you done with that thought, D-Dub?
I'm thinking next week we'll probably revisit that when we find out that you guys are both wrong.
Actual facts.
Okay. Well, we can always
Calling
renege
out
the
Calling out everybody.
challenge.
Where
I
were
mean,
we?
if that's what you're saying, Jimmy, then you're wrong too.
I just pulled it up. I don't know anything about this. I'm just using the information that's presented to me via the World Wide Web.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's got 2 seasons left before he's a free agent. That's what that
It looks
said.
like at 2025 he's a
Recount
UFA.
this year.
Paul
So.
Charchian's going to have an argument with
Charge.
you.
Oh, let's keep moving. It's supposed to be 30 minutes or less.
How we
here.
doing on overall
like Domino's.
time?
We are nowhere fucking close. No, not,
Well, there was
not
a
in the
challenge.
ballpark. There was a challenge, which is going to slow the game down,
Seahawks
much like
Bengals.
football. Got the Seahawks Bengals. You got the Seahawks. What's the Seahawks? They're 3-1. Bengals are 2-3. Although Joe Burrow is looking a little bit more like his old Joe Burrow-ness.
coming around.
It's at Paycor. You got the Bengals minus 153, Seahawks plus 128 on the money line. Bengals laying 3, 45 is your total. And I'm curious to hear Rich on this because you seem to disagree with me here.
I like Burrow, but he only seems to show up when they need him this year. If I was setting this line, I would set it at -3. I think the Seahawks are slightly better, but this game's in Cincinnati, so it's a toss-up. It's a true toss-up. The over-under looks right, too. Sorry, bro, but I'm sitting this one out again. Save your money on something better.
Thomas.
Daryl.
Oh, sorry. I guess, yeah,
Alright,
you
cut
had
off.
the stick, so.
We call it there.
I mean, you love the Lions so much, and the fact that the Seahawks beat them at home, and yet,
The Lions playing a dome, though. The Bengals do not.
Fact.
it's about weather, I guess.
Facts.
Makes a difference.
It's about the
Anybody
weather.
want to challenge that?
I'm not going to challenge. I think
Okay.
Three River Stadium is in the outdoors, so I'm going to give them
Last time I
credit for
checked.
that.
Fact.
I'm gonna sit this one out as well. The Seahawks, it's they've
It's going to be a good game.
I have a feeling they probably covered more this year than they have not.
Get your
right?
I
popcorn
think
ready.
you're probably right.
I think you're probably right. But it's not the Seahawks as much as it is the Bengals. Which team's going to show up?
Yep.
And really, they've only showed up one time. And
Yeah, they're 3-2.
5 weeks from now, we're going to look back and we're going to say, okay, they beat the Cardinals. And at the beginning of the year, we thought they were the worst team in the league. And now we think that they are the worst team in the league. So maybe
Third worst.
maybe when the Bengals beat them, they were at that point the worst team in the league as well. So, yeah,
Yeah.
did it out.
All right, Tones.
I agree. Let's sit this one out.
Got 8 seconds, brother.
It's going to be a close game. I hope the Bengals win just because Seahawks beat the Lions and they have a tiebreaker on us, but I'm not putting any money on it, though.
Tones, you know what? You don't have to worry about that, bro, because we got the division,
Yeah.
and we will automatically be seated ahead of them because
Yeah.
there's no way they're catching the 49ers.
Right.
What about the Packers?
What about them?
They're dead on Thanksgiving, so.
All right. Nothing for me.
You don't have any time.
I know.
You just wasted
Well, why?
like
Because you
4
took it all.
seconds.
God damn it.
4 seconds of our
It'd
time.
be nice if I had a chance to say something. Unfortunately, there is none. No time for me.
Can I go first this time?
No, you can't go first.
Damn it.
Yeah, I'm going to mute your mic. God damn it.
Not nice.
All right, so we got the 49ers and the Browns. Now, the 49ers, as you may know, are undefeated. That's pretty awesome.
Why don't you go
Purdy.
first?
I am going to kind of go. Maybe I will go first.
All right.
49ers are undefeated, 5-0. Browns 2-2. It's at Brown Stadium. You got the Browns plus 247. You got the 49ers minus 315. The Browns getting 7 at home, 37.5 as your total. I'll go first. I would do
Not so
nothing
easy, is
here.
it?
Sorry, Mafia number 2. Yeah, I mean, what do you do here? I mean, if anything, you take the 49ers,
Is
obviously.
Watson back? Does anybody have a report
No,
on him?
he's out.
Oh, wait, he's out?
Yeah, Watson's out.
Are you sure?
They just.
Oh,
I
okay.
got a message about
I thought he was in. Well, that's totally different. So this line's gonna
My
have to.
dear Watson.
This line has moved on, I'm sure.
I think Anthony's hockey fantasy league is texting him right now
Right.
about the status of
We're
Deshaun
We're talking
Watson.
about Deshaun Watson, not an NHL player.
I don't know if there's any
Deshaun,
Watson hockey players.
Okay.
That I know.
Pretty good
of.
detective.
Deshaun LaFleur.
little facial
A French
Florida.
Canadian.
He's a doctor, actually, not a detective.
Yeah.
For the record.
Tones, what do you think?
Yeah, I think Niners, they're going to take this no problem, especially with Watson out. They'll easily win by 2 TDs. No problem.
I got 2 units on it. 49ers.
Yep.
Minus 5.5.
Really?
Well,
yeah.
just to chime in the chat here.
Uh-oh.
I'm not chiming in the chat.
Is it Lauren?
It has moved. No, it has moved. You got right now 49ers. I'm sorry. The Browns getting 10 at minus 108
That
at
makes more
Nugget
sense.
or DraftKings.
So as you know, Jimmy, I like to get down on these games early on in the week, like
Sure.
Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, you getting
And
down.
49ers are the only one that I have that's actually, they're offering me a cash out at like 112% of what the original bet was.
Already?
I got it at minus 5.5. And if you're saying it's really at minus 10 right now, then you understand why they're trying to swindle me by getting me to cash out my 1 unit bet.
Don't do it.
But for purposes of this show, I have a 2 unit bet on the Niners minus 5.5.
That's great. That's available to all our.
Yeah,
It's not going to be
subscribers out
available
there.
to anybody. So if we're
Sorry,
using
everybody.
real
Yeah.
timelines,
I like to take my 1 second to say
Yes.
49ers.
49ers.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
There you go.
Next. All
can
right.
I go first?
But nah, we're gonna hold off.
Hey,
on
I got
that.
an idea. When we do this segment, it'll be 30 minutes with Daryl, and we'll be the so.
We'll be-
Just Daryl, 30 minutes.
Well, yeah. So I guess we're over time here anyway. Why not? D-Dub, would you take the Niners then? At let's see what's the best you can get. Let me see. 49ers. You can
I
get
mean,
them
that's
minus 9.5.
insulting
at
that 3
Sports
points
Illustrated.
9.5's the best. Right?
9.5 is the best you got.
9.5. Yeah. That's insulting that they think Watson's only a 2.5 point difference.
How much is Watson worth?
Not much.
More than 2.5.
Tell me the backup quarterback
Chase
again.
is still in there. I mean,
It's
obviously.
like Dorian Watson
Yeah, it ain't nobody you're real
Something.
excited about.
from UCLA, rookie, whatever his name is.
UCLA.
All right,
I still don't know.
we will continue.
So I think you got to go 49ers. Best defense in the league. Yes.
Oh yeah,
By
great
far?
quarterback. Great quarterback.
Right now, they're one
Dorian
of the all-time
Robinson?
great defenses.
Maybe.
We got
Can't be Watson.
the
Can't have
3-2
two Watsons.
Saints. 3-2 Saints versus the 2-3 Texans. Rich doesn't think that they're going to be able to cover 12.5. The Texans won't be able to. This is at NRG Stadium.
I didn't say that.
Well, you said you didn't like that
I
part.
said I didn't like it. I said I feel like that's the one leg that you have.
Oh, that's weak.
That's weak.
Yeah, it's the one's got a little crack in it. It's about to give way.
I mean,
Saints.
it's nice to have 3 legs, but
Well,
sometimes 2 are
it
strong.
sure is.
2 are stronger.
Yeah,
than
I can tell you. Texans plus 102, Saints minus 122. The spread, you got the Texans going to be getting 1.5. Your total is 42. Let's start with Tones here. Tones, what do you think?
It's a tough one. Yeah, I don't know if I would touch this game. I
Did Carr play all last week?
don't have a good vibe on this one at all.
No.
This is one you just sit back and watch. I don't know. I'm not getting any fuzzy feelings either way on this.
No good vibrations?
Nothing.
Who would you like to pass the baton to, Tones?
So let's do Rich.
Okay.
Get a say in.
Yeah, I don't know. What's the status on Carr in this game?
Let me look him up real quick.
I mean, if Carr's in, I like the Saints a lot, but if he's out, I think the Texans could hang around in this game. I would really like your triple legger a lot better if Crab Legs is not a quarterback for this game.
He logged a full practice on Thursday, so I'm assuming.
And the Saints won last week with Winston in the whole time? Is that what you're telling me? Or
No.
did Carr play?
Well,
I don't remember him playing. I watched that game. I was at
They
a
whooped
parade.
somebody last
I
week.
thought
right?
Carr
I
played.
don't think it was a whooping though. It was. Did he? Might have played the first.
I don't know.
Like first half of the game or something. First quarter of the game.
I would just recommend that you get the injury update on the quarterback before you. Saints with Carr, without Carr, Texans. Daryl?
Okay, Daryl.
I don't think I have anything on this one, Rich. Where's Danny Moffat at?
He's at
Which
home
camera?
with a couple
This camera?
babies.
Sorry, Danny. I got nothing. I like the Texans, but I'm not going to bet it.
I say, take the Texans. Why not? Texans they've been playing really well.
I'd like to change my
CJ,
pick. I'd like to bet the Texans.
very well. And in the first round, you select the Houston Texans. I
Follow
say bet the
those.
Texans. I do. I mean, I don't have it as one of my top picks.
They have
but
one Hall of Famer.
after the show. You guys remember that? Was that Ed Reed? I think it was. Yeah.
I think you're right.
I might go out after the show's over. I might go out and put some cash on the Texans.
So the Saints won 34-0. I would say that's pretty handily.
Oh, is that
Jim.
them? What did the who's the other team that sounds like the Saints to me all the time? They're always like, the Colts. What did the Colts do? That sounds like, but I always put them in the same
sound a lot
category.
like the Saints. They
Put 'em in
beat
the
the,
same
the
category.
Titans 23-16.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I
And
was
the Texans lost to the Falcons by 2.
They did.
Right.
Yeah, by 2.
Yep.
And it was close.
Yeah.
It was a great play at the end of the game to make that.
Great play.
Yeah.
2 points is all that the Saints need to beat the
Cover this.
Texans. but-
Yeah.
Looks like Carr played the game last week, so I'm gonna stick with the Saints.
He played the whole game.
It looks like he did for sure. Yep. Even though the tight end threw the first touchdown, that's just because they got that. Who's that cat's name? Ty Hill or something?
Aesop Hill. Taysom?
Uphill? What?
Taysom.
Uphill Park.
They do some interesting stuff between Taysom and Carr. Have you seen that? A lot of times Taysom will take some snaps and run the ball. And
Yeah, that Jim
Yeah.
Mora is a creative
former
Is a
tight end.
genius
is
coach.
Rich as-
Is he a
Is he an
genius?
offensive coordinator there?
I was thinking of Jim Mora Sr.
Oh. Yeah.
Playoffs.
Play.
They are who we thought they were. Now here we go. We got the Colts
Wrong
at the
coach.
Jags. Wrong coach. Wrong coach.
Denny Green,
We are who
right?
they thought they were. Who's that?
Denny Green, yeah.
Denny Green.
Still having a hard time choking the spear down, Jimmy.
It's slow.
They're both.
I
They're
think
both slow.
Your rating is approaching a 1 as we
It's going
meander
to be
through the show
awful
here.
tough.
I
Like
think I
Hacksaw
can-
Jim Duggan said, it's going to be awful tough.
I think October is going to end before you finish that. sucker.
It's going to be November Fest. Colts, Jags, 3-2 Colts go to Jacksonville, the TIAA Bank Field. They're going to take on your Jacksonville Jaguars. Jags -203 Colts +169. Jags laying 4 at home. 45.5 is your total. Does that sound like Greg Peterson? D-Dub, I'll start with you.
Oh, thank you.
You're begging for
I
it.
think I'm ODing on Marzen right now
Yeah.
because
Marsden, baby.
stuff is.
Aren't you supposed to have the game on over here?
I can't get the wings. I don't know.
wants
I'm
the
not talking
wings.
about the wings.
I want. Okay,
I
I'll
need
put
some
the,
Thursday night football.
okay, I'll put the football on.
This is the no-brainer of the week, Jimmy.
Okay.
Colts.
Colts.
Give them 4 points.
Wrong.
Jaguars got a little. What do you call that when you travel and you got
Jet
like
Jet
a-
lag.
You got a little jet lag.
I don't think so.
I would put all my money on the Colts, and I would get some of Rich's 401k and the bourbon. And no, not really. I just think that the Jags probably. I remember before they went to London, we weren't sold on them what they were, and now, they righted the ship by beating the Falcons and then catching the Bills on a.
And they are who we thought they were.
Yeah. The Bills were on some sort of a convention type of weekend where anything goes in the upper management.
Yep.
So no,
Anything
it's-
goes.
I'd
Been
say
there before.
I like the Colts, but it's based on the Jaguars really.
Downs.
I like the Jags. I think they win by a TD or so. They'll cover. Go with the Jags.
Rich.
Yeah, so I actually like the Colts a lot better without Richardson. No, I like them better with Minshew. The guy that has a killer stash. But
Yeah.
He does have a bad
there is, I believe, there is a history here of the home team dominating in the series. And for that reason, I am taking the Jags. If this game was at the Colts, then you got to go the opposite way. Is this the second time these teams played?
Not this year, I don't think.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, no. It's crazy. The home field advantage is big in this game, so I'm taking Jags.
Do you believe in that, Rich? The home field, things carrying over from years and years.
Well, if you recall, the Colts when they had Carson Wentz last year were very like a playoff team, and the Jags were terrible that year. And everybody had the Colts written in for the playoffs, but they went down to the Jags and got smoked.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the series is lopsided for home teams, so that's why I'm taking the Jags.
Does any of that have to do with Urban Meyer being the coach of the Jags?
Jags.
Yeah, he
Magic Finger Urban Meyer. I hope he's coming to Michigan State. Send him up to East Lansing.
got some nice.
Jags.
There's not some girls there.
We
to
got some
get lap
co-eds up
dances
there.
from, right?
Yeah,
For
we
lap
got co-eds.
dances.
Yeah, we got co-eds for him.
Jags -4. I take that. In Trevor, I trust.
Wow,
In
Sunshine.
Trevor, I trust.
shocking.
Is that shocking?
A little bit.
Breaking news.
Oh wow. Big
Whoa.
play.
Panthers, Dolphins. Panthers, Dolphins. This should be a good one. You got the Dolphins. Well, Panthers, first of all, they're 0-5. I don't know if you guys know that.
Yes.
The Dolphins, they're 4-1. Going to be at Hard Rock Stadium down there in Miami.
Rock on.
Welcome to Miami. What's the next line? That song? Benvenuto a Miami. Yeah. Anyway,
Is it now called Virgin?
what?
Virgin
What are you
Atlantic.
talking about?
Atlantic.
That's Richard Branson.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's your boy, though.
He's my boy. I
You
love
do
the
like-
Virgin Hotel.
you think-
Yeah, I love that
like
place.
Richard.
It's one of
And
my-
casino.
And casino. And Betfred.
That's in the old location of the Hard Rock.
That's affirmative.
So why are you giving me a hard time about it? It was a good joke.
I don't know. You lost me.
I heard the Dash stories in Miami.
Let's move on.
The Kardashians.
So we got Dolphins minus 909, Panthers plus 600, Dolphins laying 13.5. Your total is 48.5. Richie Rich.
Panthers money
Please,
line all day. Not. I don't know how you could bet. First of all, if
How can you do this?
Adam Thielen has over under 65 yards, take the over
Yes.
because the Panthers are going to be behind so far in this game. All they're going to be doing is passing. Your best bet is Bryce Young gets knocked out. Otherwise, you got to take the Dolphins in this game.
Yeah.
Daryl,
Who's the backup quarterback there in Carolina?
I have no clue.
Andy Dalton.
A guy that's not in my kitchen.
Yep. It's a Dalton show.
That's your best bet.
I think you got to lay it on the Dolphins. Minus 13.5. You're expecting them to win by at least, 50, right?
they're going to put up 46, right?
Minus 13.5. As Jimmy will tell you, as the spread goes up, the more you should get down on the favorite, right? Am I right about that, Jimmy? Jimmy?
Is this? I'm sorry, I dozed off there for a second.
Yes.
Shoot.
What were you saying there?
Get on the Dolphins.
I think he was talking
good.
more.
Very
It's
good.
13.5,
Okay.
13.5 doesn't mean as much, as you go up. It does if the team's. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it to you, but I
don't know
would
what
go
you're
with
saying.
the Dolphins.
So you're saying if the Dolphins were minus 28, that's a better deal?
I'm saying it's not
I
so
don't
much
think
that,
that's
but
correct.
like as the line goes higher, right? Points mean less, and the discrepancy between the Dolphins and the Panthers.
I see what
You've
you're
already
saying
told
there.
us the Panthers are the worst team in the league. You've told us that multiple times. Bryce Young is the worst quarterback in the history of first round number 1 overall picks.
I wouldn't say that.
He's,
but
he's not very good.
He has no
there's been
offense.
some. There's some bit.
Yeah.
There's
Once
some
again,
true.
Adam
That's
Thielen's
true.
is number 1. I'd like to see him with an offense.
Yeah. Tones, you got
Miles
10
Sanders
seconds.
sucks. By the
Okay,
way.
I think the Dolphins. At least once every show, I have a wad blow, and Dolphins are going to blow their wad all over Carolina.
They're just going to make a mess.
It'll be 21. They'll win by. So
I think this should be Ty Hill minus 13.5 versus the Panthers. That would be more interesting.
Yeah. I'll tell you, according to my line, Dolphins minus 10.5. They're laying 13.5. There's still no way I would take the Panthers minus 10 point. I wouldn't take the Panthers no matter what the line was. They are that bad, in my opinion. IMHO, as the kids say. IMHO. Yeah.
Emo?
In my humble opinion, I think is what that's short for.
I think you're giving them too much credit.
That's true. Rich, you're talking?
No, your
Oh, kids. The
all your
kids.
kids.
Okay, sorry. Next up, we got the Pats. You got the Pats. They're 1-4 versus the Raiders. My team, I love the Raiders. They're at Allegiant, 2-3. You got the Raiders minus 163, Patriots plus 136. Raiders laying 3, 41.5 is your total. Let's start with my boy Tones. What are you thinking here, buddy?
I included this in one of my parlays coming up. I think this is an easy one. Pats are toast, done. All the debate in the past, Brady Belichick, it was 95% Brady. Belichick, retire. Here's your papers. Go vacation to Florida. You're done.
Oof. Scathing.
Yep.
That's everything I'm hearing right now is that the Patriots are done and that they're writing their Belichick's off to sea. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm not ready to write him off yet. Not Belichick. We might be heading down that road, but right now I would say the Raiders are one of the 5 or 6 worst teams in the league. So why not go with the Patriots getting 3? Maybe bump it up to 3.5. Rich?
I think the Patriots are just like held back by their head coach a little bit. I'm sorry, the Raiders.
Yeah.
Patriots too. I mean, you can make that argument. I think actually Belichick as a general manager has screwed himself. So I mean, if they fire him for being, I don't know if the game's passed him by, but I definitely know he can't do both. He has no talent there. I mean, you can't ride Mac Jones. I saw enough out of that guy. The first year was a mirage. He wasn't even that good that year. They went 10-6 and maybe made the playoffs, but he still sucked. He was Mac Jones.
Mac
Can't do
Jones.
anything.
Mac
He can't make a
Jones.
play.
Mac Jones.
Yeah, great name for a dog, but not for a quarterback. But all that said, I do worry about this game. Kind of with Daryl, like, yeah, everybody's going to write him off, but I could see this game being within 3 points either way. I don't trust the Raiders, even though they have the better talent for sure. I mean, Jacobs alone should be able to cover this line, but probably going to go take a little siesta on this instead of betting this game.
And if I was going to do anything, I would take the Raiders. Take the Raiders at home, -3.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Probably won't do it, though. But I probably will. I say that now, then I'll probably end up just doing it.
Right, because we got to catch up.
Right.
Going against
Exactly.
your number a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Not much. Not much. That's what I'd do.
I do.
I mean, you can't go the other way. You just can't. You can take the Patriots.
I'm going to give this one to Anthony, too, because I know he's a big Lions fan. So you got the Lions.
Does he have season tickets?
Well, that's
I'm going
true.
I'm going to 2 games. I'm going to 2 games this year.
That's
Monday
true.
night against the aforementioned Raiders.
Yes, for sure.
In a few weeks on Devil's Night, actually.
That's right.
So,
Angels night.
I got to ride the Lions. I'm definitely a homer, but there's no reason for me to get off the Lion Campbell train. I think they'll cover this, the -3, no problem.
Yes.
Another victory.
In
coming up.
Tampa Bay, by the way.
Yep.
And the Bucks are getting 3 at home. 43.5 is your total. Buccaneers +141. Lions -170.
Yeah.
Rich.
Yeah, I'm.
Daryl.
You know, I've been hearing a lot about Baker Mayfield. Well, he was thrown in the perfect situation. I mean, Mike Evans and Godwin, and I mean, I don't know if there's a better wide receiver combo in the league. But I think the Lions are going to be pretty well focused on this game. They're definitely a top 5 team in the league. I think they sack. That's a perfect quarterback for that defense to chase down 6 or 7 times. I think the Lions are too much for the Bucks. Then this is one of my picks of the week as well. I'm taking the Lions forward down the field, baby.
All right. And I am going to.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No. You go ahead,
No,
Jimmy.
no. After you, sir.
I only have
Please.
49 seconds, so I'm already going to have to truncate my response
That's
here.
true. Go truncate it. Trunk it up.
I like the Lions as well.
Oh.
Why?
Why?
Well, something we were briefly talking about earlier. I don't want to go off on a tangent.
Yeah.
But where are these wild card teams going to come from? The AFC South sucks. Or NFC South sucks. Name me a good conference.
Conference or division?
I think like
A division, sorry.
I could see like the Rams or something.
So the
like
West.
the
West,
Saints
yeah.
will sneak in there.
Yeah, Rams, Saints, something like that.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
Those are your.
Yeah.
I mean,
I agree with that.
There you go.
slim pickings, in my opinion.
Well, the Buccaneers will win the division.
And Seattle too, right? Yeah.
In Seattle.
You got Seattle, you got the Rams, and you got the Cowboys fighting for 2 spots.
No,
Jimmy,
there's 3 wild
There's
card
only like
spots.
no time left, so
Oh, there's 2. You're right.
I'll just summarize. I would say Lions over. That's probably one of your pick stones. Do you have Lions and over?
I have the Lions in the parlay.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I have
Lions
to
over.
win the cover.
he's got the Lions and the over and the Wings and also the Braves tonight.
Hey, nothing wrong
In the
with that.
Pistons preseason.
And,
4-sport parlay.
that's right.
That's a SGPX.
Yeah.
That is an X if you're
X.
DraftKings. All right, how about the Cards and the Rams? The 1 and 4 Cards are going to take on the Los Angeles Rams at SoFi. You got the Rams -326, Cardinals +259, Rams laying 7 at home. 48.5 is your total. D-Dub, let's just start there.
I think that the Rams are probably going to beat them by 7.5 points or so.
Yeah, they'll get the half
I
point
think the
conversion.
Cardinals may be who we thought they were, in the words of Dennis Green.
They're coming down.
And I think they might have hit their mid-season stride in week 1, 2, and 3, and I think it's probably over. So
And Dennis
Rich.
Green's like, playoffs? Sorry. Go ahead, Rich.
Dennis Green's talking about helicopters and. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Rich.
I mean, I feel like it's the Rams or nothing on this game, but I don't really love the pick. The Cardinals seem to be one of those teams that I'll hang around. I don't think they're going to win it all, but they could certainly make it interesting. I wouldn't count out a backdoor cover here, so I'm just going to lay off. Not too interested in this game either. The Rams are really up and down. I can't really get a read on them. So I'm going to pass on this one. Tones?
Yeah, I think the Cardinals started hot, kind of fading. The Rams, I think
Started hot by
They're
1 and 3.
they're going into. Well, I mean, for them, like, just winning a game. People thought they would win nothing, but Cooper Kupp coming back changes everything for the Rams offense, and yeah, I think they'll win by 10. Yep, take the.
How did he
Rams.
do last week?
Oh, he's pretty productive.
He was really productive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's just first game back, so I think he'll do even more this week. So
I think Donald got hurt though, didn't he? Isn't he out for the year or
You know, I was
something, or
going
out
to say,
for a while?
they didn't cut into
I'm not saying that affects your pick, Tones, but I mean,
Pikachu's. They didn't cut into his
Yeah.
production too much, though.
no,
which
I
you
think
that-
Stafford's gonna sling it. No
Yeah.
matter. I mean, now he's got a second receiver. That
Oh, yeah.
I
Right.
forgot Cup was back.
he's
I
got
mean,
the
I like
weapons
the Rams
now.
more.
He's
yeah.
got the weapons.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm the like you said, Rich. The Cardinals just don't seem to go away. You know what I mean? I don't think I'd go either way.
I'd be
here
really
on that.
worried about a backdoor cover here.
Yeah, I could see him like.
Can you bet backdoor covers?
I mean, if you want, I figure you can figure out.
It's
How
like
to,
betting the tie in soccer, right? Like,
Is that
yeah,
like a bad beat at the Texas Hold'em table?
one game
Have plenty of those.
I wouldn't take. I think the Rams will probably win straight up, but you know at 304, I'm sorry, 326 minus 326, not really a good value compared to my line of minus 304. So I would just stay away from this one. Sorry, Moffitt number 2. Eagles and Jets. Eagles. This is actually on my top picks list here. Eagles and Jets. You got the 5-0 Eagles, undefeated, going to MetLife Stadium. They're going to be taking on the 2-3 Jets. You got the Jets plus 245 on the money line. Eagles minus 309. The Jets are going to be at home getting 7 points with a 41 total. My boy Tones, what do you think?
That 7 number, I think, is like right on for this. I think the Jets are just going to find a way to hang around,
Yes.
and I think it's going to be like a field goal type-ish game. So I'm not going to touch this though. No, I don't feel good either way on that one.
Yeah, I'm with you. I actually, this is very similar to the other game. I could see this being a backdoor cover type game, or possibly the Jets hanging within 7.
Yeah.
I think I think the defense is as advertised. The offense really worries you. I mean, there's no reason Garrett Wilson should be averaging under 50 yards a game. I mean, he's due for a breakout. You know, the Eagles are my possible survivor pick this week, and I don't like it at all. Not at all, sir.
Yeah, maybe the Eagles teased down to -1.
Yeah.
But I remember the Jets at home beating the Bills in overtime. I'm going to leave this game alone.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, take the damn Jets. Take the Jets.
Money line?
I would, and I didn't do this in my top picks, but in IRL, as the kids say, in real life, I have part of it on the Jets, part of it on the money line, part of it on the spread. I would be shocked if the Jets didn't cover, and I wouldn't be very surprised if they beat them this week. It just feels like, you know, it just feels that way. Doesn't it feel like that the Jets could probably, this is going to be an upset for the Eagles, and they're 5-0?
They don't seem as good. I mean, I know they're 5-0, but last year they seemed like
They were
a little
better
more,
last
they
year.
were more
They're
explosive
a better
and
team.
stuff. But
Yeah, I could totally see this being an upset.
Any idea what happened with that line? Has it moved much either way?
Jets and Eagles.
I don't think there's been much
Eagles
movement.
and Jets.
Just kind of stuck there.
I can tell you here. We got the Eagles. We got the Jets. Right now, you can get the Eagles minus 6.5, or you can get the Jets plus 7. Yeah. Juice on the 6.5 though, minus 115.
Yeah.
If you wanted the Eagles.
Would you like to play the Jets buying an extra half a point there? Not concerned about it?
I'll take the Jets plus 7.
Well,
Okay.
Plus 17, even better.
Oh, that would be even better. Plus 40 would be awesome if we can get that deal.
Oh,
But
you got your 10-pick teaser. You
What kind
like
of juice is that?
Golden Nugget.
on plus 7, it's 110, minus 110. At DraftKings or Nugget. Same odds, both those
No,
places.
plus 40.
Oh, plus 40? I don't think I have a push chart that shows me something like that. Huh. Okay, folks. We're
Is that it?
getting... No, there's more.
Oh,
But
Wait,
wait, there's more.
That's what-
You got the Giants and the Bills this Monday? No, this is prime time. God, this is a great game. You got the Giants.
how many times
1-4.
are they going to parade the Giants out on prime time?
Yeah,
this
why
year?
are they always on prime time?
They
They're terrible.
blow.
New York market my ass.
They
Everybody runs the
blow.
Jets.
This is in Buffalo. It's gonna be snowing in Buffalo.
There's too many primetime games.
God damn it!
I
You got
don't-
the
I-
Bills.
how
go
is
ahead.
this game the primetime game though? I'd rather watch the Jags Colts.
I would too.
Absolutely.
I would too. Bills minus 932. Giants plus 626. Your spread is 2 full touchdowns for the Bills. They're laying it at home. 44.5 is your total. Rich, help us here. What can we do?
This was my pick against the Giants last. I'm gonna keep going against the Giants. I mean, you probably doubled your 401k if you could bet against the Giants every week by now, if not more. I think I almost picked this game as one of my picks. I had them at 13.5, I believe, on DK earlier today. So if you want to lock in that, if I'm taking anything, I'm taking the Bills. Especially if I'm up big or down big, I am taking the Bills on Sunday night because I got to make up my money or double my money either way. Tones?
I think that 14's right about on. I think no doubter Bills win this game.
Josh Allen has one arm.
Yeah,
It's about on.
I'm just scared.
True.
I'm just scared of that spread.
I get it. Backdoors.
I could see it ending up, Bills by 10, but
You could also see him up by 50.
then they could blow the doors off Giants too. So I'm just gonna stay away from that one.
But this is one of those games where you think, oh, this is going to be an upset. I don't see that anywhere. It's not even
no
in
chance.
remotely happening.
There's no chance. Zero
Yeah.
chance.
D-Dub, you're a big Bills fan.
I am a Bills fan to a degree, but
Part of the mafia.
I think this Maria.
Yeah,
I think this
Bills
has
Maria.
to be teased in some manner or another.
Yeah, I agree.
So, in terms of these numbers, I'm not betting $93.20 to win 10.
No.
So I leave it alone.
Yeah, and if anything, I would go. I'd have to take the Bills here, even though it's against my line. I just can't see the Giants getting anywhere near.
I mean, how can you trust the Giants after?
You
I mean, the
can't.
the
No, you
eye
can't.
eye test is terrible this year, and that's because they've been on TV so much. We've had to watch these terrible games. I mean, they couldn't even hang with the Cowboys within 35 points.
I remember Seattle just humiliated them.
Yeah.
I mean, annihilated them.
Yeah, that was not a fun game.
That
I
wasn't-
feel like
it was
there's been
embarrassing.
one more maybe.
I think they were all pretty much like that, wasn't there? There might have been one that they.
I think they
San
won one,
Francisco.
they were down 23 to Arizona and somehow won.
Yeah, right. That was against the Cards, and they are who we thought they were.
Card them.
Yeah,
Let him off the
let them off the hook. Okay, and finally, we made it to Monday night. We
You want
got
to crown their ass?
the whole spiel.
No.
We got the 3-2 Cowboys, kind of disappointingly 3-2, versus the 2-2 Chargers. They were off last week. This is at SoFi. You got the Chargers plus 112. Your Cowboys minus 133. The Chargers only getting 2.5, but they're at home. 50.5 is your point total. I think we go to Rich on this. What do you guys think? He's a Cowboys guy.
He's got the
He likes
10-gallon
Micah
hat
Parsons.
How about them Cowboys?
Watch Micah all the time.
I've been very careful on the Cowboys. I'm not a huge Dak backer.
He needs to go.
there. Yeah.
I'd say he's a top 18 quarterback, but you could move him and Cousins, and I wouldn't know the difference. I mean, it's the
Yes.
same type of cat, right? Goff is far better than any of those two guys, but I don't trust the Chargers head coach. I think that guy's a freaking moron. I think he blows the game this weekend, and the Cowboys get the cover, and Cowboy Land will be happy that they're 4-2. But you know what? They're not going to win the division. They're going to make the playoffs again. Who cares? They're getting knocked out in the first or second round like they always do. But the Cowboys take the Sunday night game just because that Brandon coach is a dumbass.
Like a cowboy realist over here. You don't see him.
You don't see
Yeah.
that too often.
It's kind of like a University of Michigan realist,
Yeah.
you know.
It's refreshing.
Those don't exist.
No. So I could see the. Yeah, I guess I'd probably go with the Cowboys, but I don't really want any part of the
Eckler's
Cowboys
back
right
too,
now.
which is worrisome. He's a great player.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's been off the last 3 or 4 weeks. So
I mean, could you see the Cowboys winning by a point? 2 points,
right.
and you should have bet the Chargers. Like that's a toughie. Leave it alone, Anthony.
I don't know. So the boys kind of got embarrassed, so they're either going to come out angry from last week with a chip on the shoulder, but something's telling me I think the Chargers are going to either win by a field goal or keep it, really close, 1-2 points. So I would, if I had to throw money, I'd throw on the Chargers.
I mean, these two teams played 2 years ago, Tones, I think, in L.A., and it came down to a Cowboy field goal with no time left. They won by 3.
It's going to be a tight game.
It's probably what it's going to be.
Yep.
Chargers. Check the hat. I'm going Chargers. Big Brandon Staley fan over here. I think the Chargers are.
Check your stats. Is that what you said?
Check my stats.
Wow, look what he's wearing.
Wearing a Chargers hat. It's for a
check his
reason.
hat?
I'm going Chargers Monday night.
Okay.
I'm going to take the points though, and this goes along with my model. And yeah, I mean, I think you guys summed it up real well. I'm not 100% sold on the Cowboys.
No.
I also have a Cowboys hat for weeks that I would like the Cowboys to win, but
Does it have a Chargers emblem on it?
it's
The
weird.
defense
Yeah.
is certainly better than the Chargers, and the offense
Yeah.
is probably about the same, maybe.
But you're right, Austin Eckler back. I think that's going to help out.
The Lions are
I gotta
America's
go.
team
At
now.
home.
So
They
they're
are.
taking over.
Yeah. Well, guys,
Everybody likes the
that's
dog.
100%. We made it through.
All right.
That's all of them?
We done did it. We went through
Was that
154% of
in
the
a half
games
hour?
tonight.
Was it?
It was not anywhere near a
Or
half
so.
hour.
Was it so?
It's a so.
okay.
That's a so. It's always a so, but at least we try. Try to keep it moving. Well, we have an interlude here before we get to our top picks. Does I don't know if you guys do any power rankings. I know Daryl was just working on that. What do you guys got the Lions here? I'm not usually a Lions believer. Tones knows this. I'm always like, yeah, fuck you. They're not that good.
I would say I would have them obviously behind San Francisco. Eagles, maybe. I think they're right there. They're 3 or 4, probably.
Top 5, then.
And in my mind, 3 or 4.
Huh, do you
Somewhere
know?
in that range.
They're getting a lot of credit. They're not getting enough credit for that Kansas City win.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Like
It was an asterisk.
I guess because
Yeah.
did Kelsey play that week?
No, he was out that week.
I guess that means you discount that win altogether because that's a lot
Let's
of,
say you had $1,000, Dubs. Lions versus Chiefs Super Bowl. The money line is even. Who you taking?
will Taylor Swift be in the house?
Yes. In fact,
Oh.
she will not be performing halftime though.
Right, because she can't
my-
record that and get the
My,
rights.
She already sold them.
my problem with that is the Lions have 0 playoff experience, and
What are we
the
talking
Chiefs.
about? They're in the Super Bowl.
Well, I know what I'm saying is the Chiefs been there, done that, and the Lions.
Okay,
so
but then
they'll be
you would
fresh.
rate the Chiefs ahead of the Lions
Yeah.
then.
Oh, if
Yeah.
they're playing in the Super Bowl, because just the experience of.
I mean, I think
of
that's
being
how you
in the
gotta think
moment,
of it.
in the moment. So
Right?
Yeah, so I think you got Niners, Chiefs, Eagles, maybe then 4.
I think if they make it to the Super Bowl, though, I would like their chances because I think San Francisco is more formidable foe than Kansas City would be, and if the Lions get through San Francisco, I think they could beat anybody then for sure.
I'll tell you, Tones, there's one problem. The team that has their number is the Seahawks.
We may avoid them though.
And what's
We may avoid
Seattle? What's Seattle's record?
It's like 3-2 or 3-1 or something. I think they had a bye maybe last week. I'm not sure, but I mean they're in the playoff hunt.
Yeah,
they're
like,
in the playoffs, so they could be the team that comes to
I
Ford
think
Field.
a lot of people put them ahead of the Lions in their power rankings, and
3-1. They did have a bye last week.
Okay.
By the way.
it's.
Yeah.
I mean, this.
That's the problem. Like I don't know if I even like the Lions against Seattle again. Like,
Right.
No.
but
Right.
they certainly beat Kansas City, so that holds water. I got them around 5 or 6. Somewhere
I
around.
think Rich makes a good point. First one of the night.
Wow, congratulations, Rich.
Seattle is the team that it's hard to like
They're
not,
thorn in our side.
hard
right?
not to
The
put
Lions?
them ahead of the Lions in your rankings, right?
Or at least right there,
Sure.
Because they are who we thought they were.
That's the Cardinals. Wait,
I'll
no.
be honest with you guys. If Joe Burrow's healthy or Josh Allen gets to the Super Bowl, I'm not sure. I don't like those teams better than the Lions.
Well, that's to me where the Bills, they're just ahead of the Lions right now, or the Seahawks. Because You guys kind of took
the
my
Seahawks
point.
lost to the Rams, so at home. So
Yeah.
that I give the Lions
Maybe
just
a slight edge there.
slight edge. I think if they got them one more time, they could take them. But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
they're in. Those are all great games, right? KC versus Detroit, Philadelphia ver's Detroit, San Francisco. I feel like would own.
They're the top. I think they're the
They would
toughest
hang
They're the
team.
best
top.
team in the league.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I think the 49ers. I don't know. They're the best team in the league by far, right? We all agree on that.
I don't disagree.
As far as the Eagles go, though, could you not see the Lions beating the Eagles?
Yes.
I could see that.
After
Yes.
what we saw last
Sure.
year?
The problem is, do we got to go to Philly though?
Yeah.
Right. That'd be tough.
There'll be memories of like 95 or something.
Well, I don't think we lose by 40. this
Yes.
time. Yeah, for sure.
These are the top picks.
That time is upon us, folks. Time for the top picks, where D-Dub gives us some insight on how to be a better,
Better been
and some just some fantastic picks is what I'm looking forward to here. Let me see if these are going to come up if I start hitting buttons here.
Is that
Oh,
sarcasm?
wait. No, I'm serious.
Got that
For some reason,
Orion Township rye wit
That
that I've been hearing about.
shit-eating grin, as my mother-in-law
living as a
says I have
vacation?
most of the time. What's going on, Gagu? I think she's probably one of the three that's still tuned in. All right, let's start with Rich, as we always do. Richie, you want to make this bigger for you, pal? You've heard that before.
Yeah. I've been sticking with my, the conferences. I try to look to see if any games stick out to me. And I bet the Cougars a lot. And I'm not high on TCU. So I couldn't believe when I saw they were getting 5.5 today. I saw one site that probably had them up as high as 6. So I would shop this around if I were you. But DK pays the bills. So we're going to stick with DK and take the 5.5. Hide the Cubs. I think BYU wins this game outright if you want to sprinkle a little bit on the money line. Next game is we're heading down to the Valley where Fresno State we're not heading to the Valley. Valley's going to win because they're playing in Merlin Olsen Stadium. Do you know you went to Utah State?
I did know that. Thank you.
Great offensive lineman. But Utah State not having a great year. I don't have the I'm sorry I didn't put the. I think it's 4.5 though. Off the top of my head, it's 4.5 Fresno State. So
Want me to look it up real quick?
yeah, if you want to.
Okay.
I think Fresno State wins that game.
Go ahead and continue.
Yeah, and then the last game we got, I don't know if you guys saw that ending to the Miami game last week against Georgia Tech.
Terrible.
one of the biggest
All
blunders.
they had to do was sit on the ball and
Sit on
and the game was over. Instead, they turn it over and Tech throws a 60-yard bomb for the win, whatever it was. I think when that shit happens, I've seen that in the past, is that takes a lot out of a team. I'm putting 2 units on North Carolina. I still believe they're undefeated. And I think they get a big, they're at home, -3.5. I love this pick. My favorite of the week right here.
And you wanted, you said Fresno State and
Yeah.
Utah State?
Yep.
You can get Utah State plus 4.5 at DraftKings, or you can get Fresno
4.5.
State minus 3.5 with a little bit of juice over at the Fan
Okay.
Duel.
Yeah, 4.5 stuck in my head. So, we talked about these games already, but yeah, I'd like.
I can't figure out who the hell he's betting on.
I tried to look at this after the fact and try to grade him. I'm like, who is he talking
So,
about here?
if you guys have ever seen Remember the Titans, Trevor Lawrence is usually called Sunshine because he's got the same flowing locks as the quarterback did. On
Sure, I
the
remember
Titans.
that very well.
So a lot of times I was even at the bar downtown last week, and while the Jags were on, the lady next to me kept calling him Sunshine. So that's where that comes from. I'm taking the Jags, the London Jags, -4 all day. And then I'm going money line on, I don't know if this is what was going on, but I had the Lions +3. So I'm taking money line on this game. I'm locked in at +120 on DK earlier this afternoon. I'm not sure if I missed out on some injury news or something like that, but
Wait.
+3 Lions?
What?
I had the Lions +3, and I got them at +120. I can show you on my phone. I locked it in.
I had MGM was at -3 today.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
something
think,
you got lucky on that because that can't.
I
be
don't know.
right.
I had to do a double take before I
Yeah.
actually booked it, and I don't know if I heard Branch and maybe Gibbs was out. I don't know if that was affecting the line, but I jumped on it, got the money line
Seems like
+120.
half the team could be out to make up a 3-point
I agree. I jumped on it right away. I mean, I bet it just to make sure I had a record of it.
Yeah, right now, best deal Lions minus 162.
I
That's a
don't know
fan
what
bet.
happened. I wish I had more money in my account. I was dumped it all on the Lions.
Well, I'll tell you, since that's not available anymore, would you take the Lions at the best odds right now of minus 162?
I want to take him 162. I might take him. What is it minus? Is it the opposite way then? Minus 3.
It's -3. That's what I saw today.
I don't know if it's a glitch in DK. I wish I would have told you guys. I don't know.
In
It
the
was
Matrix.
backwards, totally backwards. So
When it comes to Rich's picks, I'm from the Show Me State.
I will. You want to throw a flag on me? I'll show you.
Oh, you get a
Flag his ass.
Uh-oh.
There is a challenge to the ruling on the field.
Get to use that twice in one night. That's awesome. Really excited I took the time to do that.
I'm keeping my cigars.
All right. So it's Lions money line
Yes.
plus money.
That's what I have. Daryl, what does that say? Plus 120 on your end?
With a boost or something?
No boost.
Lions plus 120.
Right. Because they were plus 3.
Baltimore?
So I got. Oh,
He's got it for the
wrong
wrong
week.
frickin'
Oh,
week.
I got flagged.
Classic Rich right
Throw
there.
the flag again.
Where's your flag?
Double flag. Double flag.
Ruling on the field stands.
I think you
bullshit.
should do soccer red card right in the face.
Sorry, folks.
That was-
Take Detroit plus 120 next week, though.
Yeah, that's a good deal next week. So okay,
It might be. You might be.
Rich, would you like to read?
Yeah, give me the Cowboys minus 2.5. Sorry.
Okay, Cowboys minus 2.5. Won the record with that one.
Yep.
It's things like that happen. I've done that before too.
I was like, I couldn't believe I was getting them at plus 120. I couldn't throw enough money on it.
Well, when I saw that, I couldn't believe you were getting a plus
Cash it
120
out.
either. I'm thinking, there's no way you got that. It
I
doesn't make
don't,
any sense.
what I do is I just do a search real quick because when we're doing the picks, I'm usually at work and I don't have time to scroll through all the NFL, NCAA picks. So I'll do a search, and that for whatever reason that must have popped up first. So I apologize.
All right, you guys are neutral on the cigars today.
We are neutral cigars.
Yes,
Good
neutral
call.
Until
Cowboys.
next week, when I prove that Justin Jefferson's going to be a free agent.
All
You
right.
could throw a flag down now on that, Daryl, if you want to double down.
We got his agent
I
on
don't
line
need to
one.
double down. I was right the first
Got his
time.
agent. Do you have his agent's number, Tones?
Yeah.
Is
Can
it?
It's that Jewish guy.
Martin
Is it Rosenhaus?
Friedman? Rosenkrantz?
Rosenhaus.
My
Guildenstern?
gosh.
The loudmouth.
TW,
Hey,
you're up
shout
here,
out to
pal.
all those people. Shout out to all those people on the Gaza Strip.
Yeah.
That's no
Is that a
laughing
shout
matter.
out? Do we shout them out?
I don't know what that is.
Is that
That's
appropriate?
no laughing matter.
That's not a.
Shout out time.
Yeah, I'm shooting them out because you know what?
They've been shouting up.
Oh, this is getting worse.
You're,
There, oh, that's
you're
so
taking that
bad.
out of context.
This is
God
getting
dang
worse.
Shooting them out.
What are
This
we
is
doing
ridiculous.
here? Man, no pun intended.
Unbelievable.
Rich is so embarrassed he left.
Beyond the pale.
But
He clocked out.
he took off. Peeled out of here. No, it happens. Like I said, I've had that happen to me before too, where you're like, oh, I got a great deal. And you're like, oh, shit. Wrong game. Yeah,
Wrong week.
wrong week. It happens. Well, D-Dub, while you're sitting there,
Yeah, throw your bets up there, bro.
see if we can't get inside 2 hours here.
Okay, I got the Niners. I got it at -5.5. As you said, you're probably not going to get anywhere near that number. Not at -110 in the odds column.
Yeah.
But that's what I got on like Tuesday or Monday, and not my problem. As far as the Beavers go, that number's still available, -3.5 at -110. UCLA's got a very strong defense, but I do believe, as Rich would tell you, I follow the Pac-12, so I try to give you a Pac-12 pick every week, and by God, I'm doing it now. I think that the home field plays a major factor in the Pac-12, and so I like Oregon State. They did beat Washington State, UCLA at home last
Okay,
week,
yeah.
and now they're traveling to Oregon State, and I think Oregon State's going to beat them by at least a touchdown. Also got that same game. I got the under. I'm not parlaying it, not getting cute,
Separate
not
bets, yep.
SGP in it. I'm just keeping two separate ones out there, both a unit apiece. UCLA's got a strong defense, and so I think it might be a low-scoring game. Tonight, this is the one that's going to put me back in business here.
All right, this is the one.
At plus 670 odds, I got a single game parlay, And unfortunately, our game has frozen on us, so I can't retract this bet.
Damn it.
I can't pretend like this bet was for next week's game and then retract it and bet on the Cowboys.
Take the Cowboys.
So
That's all right.
I'll tell you what I got. It's Kelsey and Pacheco scoring a TD, and Pacheco getting 50 yards, and also the under, and I bumped it up to 50.5. I think I told you about this earlier in the show, but again, if it's really as windy as they say, then the under's probably the play. But I think the only thing that you'd have to worry about in that case is Kelsey, because I think Casey's still going to move the ball on the ground, and Pacheco,
Yeah.
50 yards should be no problem. And the TD, you never know. The TDs are always the thing that can screw up your SGP.
They always said I'm a TD man.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah.
Colts +4. This is one that
else
everybody
got that?
seems to go against me on. The Jags are traveling back home. They're going to be a little bit jet lag.
A little road weary.
Yeah. So that's part of what goes into that line of thinking. Rich will tell you that the Jags always win that game, but it just doesn't sound right. I got the Colts +4. That's it for me.
Okay.
6 units.
Six whole units. You played them all out there, pal.
Yes, sir.
As is the.
I wouldn't be surprised if I won 3 of those.
I wouldn't either.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, take 3 of those.
3
group
out of
average.
5.
Preferably the big one would be nice. All right, Toners, welcome back, buddy. You get to
Welcome back
make
to
some
the show.
picks in person.
Yeah. I got the Wings are on right now. It's 1-1, a little over halfway through. I got them to win and over 5.5. Michigan, I'm gonna keep riding them. I had a nice win last weekend on that game. Minus 33.5 over the 41.5. Corum is basically an automatic TD. I don't know how many games straight going into last season. They give it to the ball every time they're in the red zone, and they just keep jamming it home with them. And Roman Wilson, arguably one of the top receivers so far in college, and does big plays all the time. He'll get in the mix with the TD there. I feel good about that. I parlayed so Arkansas at Alabama. Alabama's not vintage. They're not blowing teams out. I think give me Arkansas with plus 19.5. I feel good about that. And Auburn at LSU plus 11.5. LSU, again, it's not what we were thinking they were, and Auburn's not really a pushover. So I'll gladly take 11.5 points with Auburn there. And I like Maryland. Illinois
Did you
definitely.
say Maryland?
Maryland.
Some people say Maryland.
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 What's with your love of Maryland this year?
We had Maryland last year.
They
I
got
think,
the
didn't you?
offense.
Last week.
They think they were giving Ohio State fits halfway through the game.
Say
and
after the first quarter, you looked golden last week.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna take that, but Illinois definitely took a huge step back from last year. I think this can be big points in this game. Maryland's gonna throw up 30-something easily. And
Yeah, the only question is if you get if Illinois
if
helps
Illinois is
out,
going
right?
to score it too. But against lesser opponents, Maryland's offense can go wild, and I think they'll take advantage of that. I got the Chiefs minus 11.5. Kelsey to get a TD. Mahomes 2+, at least 2 passing TDs. Just feel good about that. I think Denver's not really going to give them much of a hassle tonight. And then I parlayed the Lions -3. I think they'll go into Tampa and take care of business and keep it rolling. And again, I think the Patriots are done, and Raiders are not the greatest team, but at home, yeah, I think they could cover the 2.5.
Should have had plus
with
3.
The Pats. The Pats, their offense is punchless, and I think, the Raiders shouldn't have a problem taking care of business there. So,
I agree with that sentiment. Sediment.
He's heading down a dangerous road there with all these parlays.
I'm gonna hit at least 3 of them.
You only need to hit one, really, just to be not laughed at.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a lot of parlays.
It's a lot of parlays. There's a lot of games I like this week, and I couldn't try to jam them
Did
in
you
the 6.
did you move any of the lines one way or the other?
Some of the
Single game
the single
stuff.
game parlays.
How about that
I
Red Wings game? Was it set at 5.5?
No,
or did
6.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've noticed I haven't seen any 5.5s yet.
Yeah, I like doing single game parlays in hockey because you could pick. At least MGM allows you to pick the over under, and I always drop it to 5.5. And I like taking over to 5.5.
Yeah.
So
Me too.
All right. I like some of those. I do like some of those. And, nothing wrong with a little parlay every now and then. Get some leverage. Nothing wrong with that.
I look at those college football ones and I'm thinking, man, you got to win a lot of college football bets to, you know what I mean?
But you're about to see one from JT.
Okay.
Third
see what
person.
JT's
There we go. I got Pacheco to score a touchdown, minus 125. That was at Barstool earlier today. Isaiah, he had a touchdown in 3 straight games. 3 straight games, which means nothing. I know that has no predictive value, but he's up against the Broncos defense that has permitted running backs to score at the second highest rate in the National Football League, and no teams has surrendered more rushing yards per contest. And rushing yards has a tendency to equal touchdowns along the way. So Pacheco minus 125. I think that number was dropping fast, so I don't know where it ended up, but that's where it was earlier today.
Plastered all over the sports books today.
Yeah, but it was always with something else, like Chiefs to win, or along with receiving. But anyway, I think Pacheco bet tonight was probably good. Our TV's frozen, so we can't see what's actually happened, but it looked good as of earlier.
It was the number one most bet prop in Michigan.
Oh, now I feel like a real asshole. I shouldn't have taken it. Number 2 on the list, I got 1 unit, TJ Hawkinson, everybody's boy here in Detroit, over 51.5 receiving yards. This one, there's no Justin Jefferson. His hammy's screwed up. So that means, guess who's going to start getting the ball? TJ, baby. He's the de facto number 1 target for Cousins. And Chicago has struggled against tight ends, allowing the 4th most receptions, 11th most yards, and they've given up a pair of touchdowns through 5 weeks. Jets, we already kind of talked about this one. Jets plus 7. I think I already covered that. What else do I got? Don't you want to know? Yes. I've got...
Whoa.
Yeah, this is it. So this is a me and College Football Joe collab. You know how how the stars do collabs for music? This is a College Football Joe JT collab. A 4-leg parlay. We did one of these a couple weeks ago. It came home. We did one last week, but not on the show. It came home. We're going to do this one again. The Sure Thing parlay. We got Duke, UNLV, Wisconsin, Eastern Michigan, all money lines. That is going to be plus 224, 1 unit on that. And then, last but not least, one of my favorite things to do, a 10-point teaser. This one's at Golden Nuggets.
See, if I were adding on to your teaser parlay, I would have said Emu and Doug.
You would have. Good luck trying to find that, though. We have to search that in DraftKings. I don't think you can find it. 10-point teaser, minus 120 at Golden Nugget. And again, this was earlier in the week. I know the lines have moved a little bit, so you might have to do a little homework to find out where the best place to play this is. But Chiefs minus a 0.5 point. So the Chiefs got to win. Texans plus 2.5. No, it should say 12.5.
Right.
And the Seahawks plus 12.5. 10-point teaser. Got that for 2 units. Not quite a ram at home, but it's damn close to a ram at home. Yes, sir. Those are the top picks.
Play it.
Huh?
Play the drop.
Oh, what? What drop?
These are the top picks.
These are the top picks.
Those were
Thank you.
the top picks. No, that's the wrong one.
it's a
There you go.
exit tro.
Dude,
That's
you
exit
actually
tro.
sound exactly like that drop.
He got that
Amazing.
woo woo.
A hell of a singing voice there, my friend.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Well, it is time for shout outs.
Shout out.
Now it's time for trivia answer.
Oh, it's actually, you're right, Rich.
Yeah,
every
let's do
time,
trivia.
every time I forget the trivia answer. How is that? Why is that? You know why? Because it's a 2-page itinerary.
I'm very
We have to do
curious
on
on
the show.
the second Bronco. I think we all are. 'Cause I could not come up with anything.
All right, let's look at the trivia answer here.
You got to get my picks over there behind the screen.
Well, I'm going to read the
Oh,
other
yeah.
two, and then you can give me yours orally.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah, but he might change it if he hears our results.
Oh, actually, yeah. You know, you're right.
Well, you have to go
Thomas. It's
first.
a good call.
Yeah,
So
he's got to go first orally.
you
Yeah, I'm not going
Oral B. Here's,
jumping in on
Here was
that.
the question for the folks at home. Name the two Broncos quarterbacks that cuckold the franchise record for the most QB rushing TDs in a single season. D-Dub.
Okay. Well,
what
I
is it?
have John Elway,
Uh-huh.
and I have Tim Tebow.
Oh, great pick.
Okay. John Elway, Tim Tebow.
Forgot about Tebow.
Thank you.
Tones, my boy Tones. He's got John Elway and Tim Tebow.
Uh-oh.
No, I lost.
Richie,
Yeah.
he's got
I'm an old school.
John Elway
Okay. Okay.
And John
and
Elway.
Craig Salt Morton. Wow.
Old school.
Former Cowboy?
He played for the Cowboys, but he actually went against the Cowboys
In the Super Bowl.
In the Super Bowl.
So what can we infer from these? That there's a good chance that,
Rich is buying.
well, that one person, and it's not probably going to be me, is going to be buying the beer,
Yes.
and that John Elway was probably one of those two.
for sure.
All right.
That's
Wow.
some properties of deductibility.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I just talk.
I could not remember the Tim Tebow era.
John
That was a
Elway,
great
Tim
pick.
Tebow.
Great choice by you two.
Yeah, it was
you.
pretty good. Tebow achieved the feat twice. That was 6 apiece, by the way. He achieved it twice in 2010.
Can we look up
2011.
how many Craig Morton ran in 1978?
Yeah, I'll look on that. 1978. Craig Morton.
Cal Bear, Craig Morton,
Yeah.
former Cal Bear.
It's not Morton.
But great pick, guys. I forgot about the short-lived,
The Tebow era.
How bad was Tebow anyways? He did win the playoff game against Pittsburgh.
There's one season he just, made it click, but ran out of steam after that.
Yeah, I mean, 6 is not a lot either.
I
would
would've
have guessed higher.
I would have guessed Elway would have had more than 6.
I mean, Craig Morton probably had 4
Yeah.
at least. I don't know. And they didn't run back in the 70s.
I mean, Elway had a lot of rushing yards, though, didn't he?
I would have thought Elway had more than 6.
Yeah, I would have guessed that.
For sure.
I bet Elway's got a good 5,000 rushing yards at least.
I bet Elway has a better dentist.
I doubt it.
It's got some nice teeth.
Perfect Bronco, right?
This stats aren't readily available here for this.
That's okay.
I got interceptions. I got TD percentage. I got TDs, but that's going to be throwing TDs.
Right.
Yards, completions, and
They didn't even track.
Yeah.
They didn't even track rushing touchdowns
I think
before
back then-
1984.
Yeah, maybe not.
It was just team touchdowns back then.
So, what that means, we'll
Yes.
translate this for the folks at home. Rich next week, which is at the Hilltop, but we already know what the beer is going to be.
What's the beer?
Hacker Shore.
Hacker Shore.
It's got to be Hacker Shore on tap.
I thought they were out.
They have
That's
the,
the-
they have the regular Hacker Shore, but not the.
Oh, I'm buying some pictures of Hacker Shore.
Yeah, let's get a
Okay.
picture or 3.
I figured I'd get something from Darko if I lost. It's all good.
Am
Do
I
they
getting,
have pictures there? I've never seen anybody with a
That's
picture.
a really good point. We never really get
am
that.
I going to need to Uber home from there
Yes.
from drinking Hacker Shore?
And they don't have Kino,
No Kino.
No.
which I love.
No Kino?
No Kino.
Yes, I love
Can
that.
we tell Darko to see if we could get that installed by next week?
He won't do it.
He's against gambling?
No.
I wouldn't say that. It's just he knows that Kino attracts a certain crowd.
Yeah.
That's not. It's not.
What did he say?
Not savory.
They
what would be
stay,
the opposite?
they stay
of,
long and they don't order much. They just kind of linger.
Well, I don't know. I don't want to get in make this a whole big thing, but I'm with a Darko. I stand with Darko.
You stand with
That's
Darko.
it.
The Human Victory cigar?
What color wristband
Different
do you
guy?
wear for that?
Different guy.
Yeah, it's
Yellow.
brownish yellow.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a dirty yellow.
So, which brings me to my next point.
Your next point.
Next week, we're going to be at the Hilltop Bar. I'll actually, I'll do it in this video too. I'll put a link to a map so you can find us. If you want to come out and say hi, you want to come out and have a beer with us, that'd
Meet
be awesome.
personalities
Yeah.
live.
I think I said
Are
yesterday.
you autographing?
I'll autograph any body part that you want.
Yep.
And what's interesting is, thank you, by the way, for volunteering. If anybody's coming from out of state, you said you'd pick up their bar tab.
Yeah.
Yeah, any out of staters, I will. Yeah, if you come from out of state,
Tones did? I
will.
thought that was Daryl.
no, I will. I'll cover. If you drive from Ohio or Indiana, I'll cover.
Okay, we'll pick up the bar. I'll throw it on that. Are we gonna get some pies tomorrow? Or, next Thursday, we get some pizzas.
Well, I'm concerned about the table space.
Yeah, there's not a lot
Well,
of table
I mean,
space
should
there.
should we continue the wing tasting because we got to bring our own food? Should we?
I guess
or
we could do
no?
that.
Should we do that? I don't know.
I think we're another week or two away from the Hilltop opening the kitchen.
Oh,
So
is that close?
Just missed it.
is
the
that
kitchen,
close?
kitchen has not been opened yet since COVID.
We're gonna have to go again.
Yeah,
Once the
we'll
kitchen
see how
opens.
this goes,
Oh, yeah.
right? And if it's a success, then we'll do it again.
What if they could do some sample tasting of what they're gonna be serving and let us kind of?
That's actually a
rate
good
it.
idea. Uh-oh, Taylor on the screen.
Oh, that's one.
Swifties.
What is the score, by the way?
3-0.
3-0.
It's not really a high score.
3-0 KC.
Yeah.
The under looks good. And also, Craig Morin had 4 rushing touchdowns in 1977.
It's only too short.
Too short?
Yeah, it's
Just
not too
missed
bad.
it.
Life
I don't
is
feel
too
as bad
short.
now. I feel better.
Can you do a little too short for us, Jimmy?
Oh, so you want to be a gangster and all that shit? Was that too short?
I think you're right.
Yeah.
What was his big hit, though?
Life is too short. Yeah. So you want to be a gangster and all that stuff.
What was the name of that album that he had?
Life is too short.
Okay.
I think is what it was. Well, guys. But yeah, so we were saying, so next Thursday, or maybe I was saying that maybe I was interrupted. I don't know. We're going to be at the Hilltop Bar. I'll put the map in the description below. We're going to have some fun. If you, we have an extra seat at our table. So if you want to come on in and make some picks with us or just want to tell a story, maybe you want to tell a story that's embarrassing about D-Dub, or you want to do that, you will be on ESPN at some point when they replay our episodes.
Daryl looked very excited about that.
Yeah. So it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Hackers Shore flowing, people coming to visit, me signing autographs, maybe arms or...
Mr. Midwest. Do you sign at Midwest or do you put your actual name?
I haven't decided yet how to sign this.
I mean, it's kind of cool with the M&M,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Have you guys been thinking about how you're going to do your autographs?
No.
I'll be
not at
signing.
the very least.
I'll be signing
Can't believe we haven't
flags.
talked about it. Okay. All right.
Okay.
I
Is there a
don't think I
fee
have
on that,
anything else
Daryl?
to add. We got to do some shout outs.
Touchdown Chiefs.
Touchdown Chiefs. Who was it? Was it Pacheco?
It was Pacheco.
It was
No,
Tony.
Tones.
Tony
Tones got it.
Tones.
So I,
Kadarius Toney.
Oh, Kadarius.
I got one of the 2 TDs I needed for Mahomes. The next one will be to Kelsey, and I'm golden on my bet.
All right. All right.
Shout out.
It's time. Rich.
Shout out.
Anybody?
Not really. Shout out Dan. It was fun. Good times. I don't see my brother enough anymore, so I'll give him a shout out. He actually gave us some feedback on the show, which I know he's listening, which is cool.
Yeah, we talked extensively about that before the show to try to make some adjustments.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. We're heading in the right direction, he said, so all's good.
Is he going to come out to is he going to come out to the top next week?
I'll let him know.
Okay.
He'll listen. He'll let me
Okay.
know. Hopefully he brings out the whole family.
Sure.
Bring out the 2 young ones. I don't even know if they're...
Not at the Hilltop.
This is a
Not the-
legitimate question because I thought the same
I don't
thing.
think so, Jim.
It's a bar. It's a bar.
I don't think so, Jim.
Yeah. Can you bring kids?
Is that
No,
not,
I don't
not
think so.
kid,
It's a bar.
It's not kid friendly. No.
No, it's a bar. They don't serve food.
No food.
It's a bar.
No kids.
No kids, no food.
No Kino.
Probably no Dan.
You
No
know.
keto. There's certain rules.
Do they have,
How do you have no Kino?
do they
Because
have,
it's awesome.
They have claw
I
machines.
love Kino.
There you go.
Claw machines.
Shout out.
All right, D-Dub. You got
Shout
anybody?
out.
Double shout out.
Shout out wise?
Yeah.
Shout out.
Nice to see you prepared for the show. D-Dub.
Shout out to
Tones.
Hockey's back. Red Wings
Shout out.
playoffs. Lock it in. If there's a futures bet, Wings playoffs.
That's not a shout out.
That is a shout out.
We have a liberal definition of
I think
what a shout out might be.
Daryl did shout out earlier.
Yeah, you did. That's true. You blew your shout out.
No,
Shot your-
it's
shout out.
shootout. It's shootout, not shout out.
That's right.
I have one this week. I have one. The shirt says beer is food. It's from Joe's Bar in Put-in Bay.
Oh, put me. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know where it came from.
My boy Double D
Shout out.
brought it back for me because he saw this. He's like, this reminded me of you. I said, you're absolutely right, D-Dub. Double D.
Double D.
So shout out to Double D for
Different
that.
D.
I think you've been playing a little too much Kino.
Maybe.
I love Kino.
Oh,
Oh,
This is it.
that's it.
We've
It's
made
underrated.
it.
See ya,
Kino.
folks.
Yeah.
We'll see you at a different location.
Different
Next time we'll
location. I'm
see you
really
guys.
excited about this.
This whole background's
I'm
gonna
excited.
change.
Bring it on the road. We get some more subscribers.
I
going.
may have potentially some neighbors from the beer tasting way back, maybe present.
Ah, yeah.
So,
It'll be fun.
so it might be interesting.
Lions will be 5-1 next time we see you guys.
That's
I
probably
could add
true.
Dan Campbell, baby.
All right, so
Shout out to all those on the Gaza Strip, because
I'm not going to even push the shout out button for that because I don't think that's right.
why?
You don't want to shout them out.
Why?
What did they do for you?
No, we got to give them our support.
Which people specifically?
Why? The Hamas?
All of them.
Are you
No.
supporting the Hamas?
The hummus?
I believe it's the
chickpeas. This
is-
Israelis.
No, the Israelis do not live on the Palestinians live on
We're
the
gonna have
Gaza
to recant all this stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like this.
I think
that
you
right?
might just stay in
I think we're gonna have
That's
to
why.
backtrack all this
Well,
stuff. so-
Israel is surrounding it and cutting off all the power to the Gaza Strip for a reason.
Yeah.
They want their hostages back.
Yeah. Get the babies back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tough
Shut
bad
up.
situation.
I
out there.
thought I was supporting the Israelis.
No, you're on the opposite side.
You sound like Bernie Sanders.
why you
right
wanted
now. This is like
Definitely
Bernie
wanted to send out the shootouts, not the shoutouts.
Sanders. Even Sarit Tanadar denounced this stuff, so
Yeah.
I'm on
Wow.
Sarit Tanadar's side. So,
That's probably the first time that's ever happened.
yeah.
I'm all for the Jews
Yeah, me
For
too.
the Jews.
and Jesus
Isn't that-
Christ.
They're a big
don't
influence on
understand.
the banking
Am
system.
am I totally misunderstanding this whole
Yes,
thing?
I think you are.
You're watching the wrong news feed. So.
Yeah, you got that Fox News.
So who are we against?
Hamas or Hebula.
We're on the
What is-
we're
what is
on
it?
I'm
Israel
against
side.
them.
Hezbollah.
Hezbollah.
I'm against
Hezbollah.
them. I'm
You're
against
against the
them.
Hamas.
You should be
Yeah.
against Hamas.
Yes.
Shut up.
And Hezbollah.
I thought I was for
It's
Israel.
a terrorist group.
Shut up.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think I'm for Israel, right?
Yes, you
Yeah.
are. So, but
I already
you,
said that like
I
5
think it's-
minutes
no, you
ago.
keep calling out the Gaza Strip though, which is not
the
Israel.
Gaza
That's not
Strip,
Israel.
you dummy, is a place.
I
It's
know
not,
it is a place, but that's where we cut off because that's where all the Hamas stay.
You know what I'm in support of is a monorail that runs from Detroit
And the
northbound.
Palestinians, sorry, they stay there.
That's what I'm for.
Jimmy, I still have about 3 ounces of mustard gas.
Oh, you know what?
So update.
Oh, we apologize.
Update. It's a 1 from
This was
D-Dog.
very politically incorrect.
My brother actually
We
told me
just
a little
said-
story about Israel because he asked my opinion on it. And
Okay.
I did you know it was actually formed after World War II?
75 years ago.
Yeah.
It was a place for the Jews to kind of start their own homeland because of what happened in World War II with Germany.
The Promised Land.
So
Yes.
that's where a lot of the fights come from because I think the Palestinians were there before.
Right.
And then we came in and said,
You should have stopped at the first part was
well, I
right.
think there's a lot of conflict there because
It
we
has
came
been
in.
going on for a couple
We
thousand
said
years.
Jerusalem was, the home of, that's where a lot of the Jews claim as their homeland.
Yes, I think
Since,
there was war
since
going
biblical
on then.
times,
Yes.
they've been fighting over land.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
But I think, Tones, you and I were talking about this a few days ago. Incidentally, I don't know why we were, but we were.
I
And
like
you
to-
enlightened me at some of the, or was that you or Autumn?
maybe.
I think we were all in the same room. And
Adam's got some enlightening.
I was
ideas.
enlightened that I didn't know the story of,
The mensch on the bench?
well,
What?
well, first of all, get this. People are pissed at the Jews because they killed Jesus.
Yeah. They killed Jesus
But I'm like,
Christ.
God damn, that was a long time ago.
I don't think
Yeah, but
that's really.
I don't think Hamas would care
David
about.
Spade said that in PCU, so I always thought that
Hey,
was the
Jesus was a Jew.
Yeah,
so
Jesus was the king.
there you go.
He was the king of the Jews.
So they say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
controversy.
Have we gone
But,
far enough with this? or
Go to your
we
own
keep
religious
going?
places, this weekend. Don't
Yeah.
listen to us about
Do
this
not
stuff.
shout out the Hamas.
Yeah.
Just to reiterate, the Gaza Strip is a place where all this is going down. It has nothing to do with either side.
It's kind of like a buffer land, right? In between
Yes.
ish.
I
Yes.
think it's a neutral zone, right?
Yeah.
It's
Is the Gaza Strip.
supposedly,
Yeah.
yeah, but they've been fighting over that piece.
the Pixies sung about it in 1992.
Well, you know what's even more amazing? Somehow we've retained 5 viewers for the last
Just got
30
interesting.
minutes. This thing must be broken.
we're bringing the
Separated.
news.
There's no way that 5 people are
Unfiltered news. There's no political slam here. Unfiltered.
Yeah, this is it.
So,
That's our next venture. Is going to be a unfiltered, like what's the news channel
the
that I like?
spin stops here.
Not the Fox News, but the other one,
Yes, what's is that other one?
Newsmax.
Newsmax. Yeah, it's going to
Yes,
be like
we will be
Newsmax.
on Newsmax next week.
I like that.
This
But
is
anyway,
Live
not
from the hilltop.
CNN.
just yeah, we have work to do, guys. At home, we love you.
Stay safe,
We'll
everybody.
see you Thursday.
Friday
we'll see you
13th.
Thursday.
Stay
Protect
at
the
home.
Jews.
Stay at
Yeah.
home.
Get
Don't do
ready
anything
for it.
risky tomorrow.
Hummus are bad.
Face melting
Hummus
right
is
now.
bad.
You
Is
ready?
hummus or hummus?
How much?